one question. Do we note everything now, or we will get a study material or handout something?
Sorry.
Do we, or you will be telling? Do we need to note it now, or do we get a study material later?
No, sir. Everything will be. I mean, I will be dealing in IPython notebook. Okay, I will give you whatever. Whatever I teach in this class will be given to you. Will be shared in your WhatsApp group. Okay.
Oh, so need not to be noting nothing, correct?
I mean, you can take your points, important points, whichever you want. You can take your points, but everything which will be taught here will be given to you.
Okay, thank you.
And one more thing, I mean, with your permission, all the participants, what I will do is, instead of interrupting in between, for each topic, I will give you some time to ask questions. Up to then, I will make you mute. Okay, is that okay with you?
Sure, sir.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Okay.
It's okay, sir.
Because,
It's okay for us.
because
Yes, sir,
some
it's
people
fine.
might be unknowingly they will be unmuting themselves, so it will create disturbance in between. So what I will do is, after every half an hour or 1 hour, I will stop. If you have any questions also, you can put it in the chat box. I can take it from the chat box also in between if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will stop every half an hour or 1 hour, and I will ask. I will take your questions. Okay. So this will be the introductory section. Mostly basics will be there. I mean, you might not be having that many questions. Okay. Okay. If any questions, anything, if you want me to ask, you can ask me in the chat box. I will be happy to answer that. So what I
Yes,
will
sir.
do.
We will do so in chat box. We will just mute our audio and video so that and concentrate on whatever you say.
Yes,
You know?
that's
Okay.
better, right? So what I will do is I will not allow you to unmute yourself. Okay, I have that option with me. Okay, so I will not, I will allow you only after half an hour or 1 hour. Okay, if you have any questions in between, you can put it in the chat box. Okay. Okay, fine. I have taken the permission of unmuting by yourself. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, is my screen visible? You can put it in the chat. If it is visible, you can put it in the chat. Okay, thank you. Okay, fine. So I will be dealing with some of the basics of Python for first 2 hours. Later, Dr. Chandramohan will handle the session from 12 o'clock. There, he will be handling some of the, important course concepts of artificial intelligence and machine learning, deep learning techniques. Okay. Yeah, for your bandwidth, you can mute your video and audio. Okay. Okay. So our sessions. In today's session, what I will do is we'll be doing this Python programming in IPython notebook that is in Google Colab. Okay, so most of you people, if you don't have aware about Google Colab, it is a free IPython notebooks it will be providing, and it will be providing GPUs also for doing Python programs, all those things. Okay. So in order to have a Google Colab, only thing is you need to have a Google ID, I mean a Gmail ID. If you have a Gmail ID, you can directly, you can directly go here. Yeah, like this. You can go to the Google, and you can just say Google Colab. You can type Google Colab. So you can do along with me if you want. You can do along with me. So you go to the Google Colab and click on Google Colab. Okay, so these are the some of the files which I've already created. Okay, you can see here recent means you have recently, whichever the files have opened recently, that files will be there. So you can open the files from the GitHub also. You can take the files from GitHub, and you can take the files from the you can from your computer also, from your computer hard disk. You can upload from here. If you want to create a new notebook, you can create a new notebook by clicking on this. If you click on this, a new notebook will be created. So like this, a new notebook will be created. So you will be getting cells here. I mean, you can type your code here. You can type your code and you can run here by clicking on this play button. So it will be executed. So you can rename here. Okay. So you can change the runtime here. I mean, if you here you can change the runtime. So it also provides you GPU if you are running. I mean, you can do high level programs also here using GPU. So it will allow you GPU and TPU. So I'm not doing any high level programming here. So I've just selected as none. So I already have opened one, I've created one Google Colab notebook here. You can see. Yeah, you can see this Python collections notebook there. This I already have created. Okay, so let me go through you with some of the basics here, some of the basics. So as I told you, you can so this cell consists of code part and the text part. I mean, if you go and put your cursor here like this on the cell, any cell, you'll get the code part and the text part. So text part means you can write any text. For example, this is a text part. If I click on code, then you'll get a new cell which has a code part. Okay, you can write the code here. Okay. And if you want to insert some text, you just click here text, so you can insert some text here. Okay, so like that I have created here. So we'll start with some basic things. So how in Python, how to print something. So if you want to print something, you just use this function, print function. So just I want to print hello, so I just wrote print hello in the inverted commas. So when I run this, simply first it will be getting connected. Okay, so you are seeing here it will be getting connected here. Yeah, once it's got connected, then this program start executing. Okay, so just I printed hello here. Okay, let's see how many types of variables are there in the Python. You know what is a variable, right? So here how to define variables in Python, just say if I want to define an integer, you can say just the number is equal to integer. Okay, so unlike in any other programming languages, you have to specify, right? Int means integer, float, like that. Okay, so here you can just by looking at the value, by default Python will decide which type it is. Okay, so when I say number is equal to 3, floating point is a floating point number. This is character. This is a string. Okay, so if I want to know what is the type of this data type, what is the type of this data type, so you can I'm printing here. I'm printing the number. So number means I'm printing whatever stored in this variable number. So I'm printing the number along with its type. So type of the number. So what is the type of the number? It is an integer, right? So when I run this program, so I'm typing all the variable names, whatever the value stored in the variable names along its type. So you can see here. So when I print a number, so number is 3. 3 is printed. What is the type of the number? The number belongs to the type integer, right? It belongs to the type integer. Okay. Similarly, floating number. So I have taken floating value something. So what is the type here? You can type the type. Okay. So this is a character. So character type is a string type. So there are no character type in Python. So everything will taken it as a string. Okay. So some basic operations like simple addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. You are taking some two values here, a is equal to 6, b is equal to. You can directly run this. I mean, you can write print a plus b means it will print the value of a plus b combined. It will give the difference of a and b. It will multiply a and b, division, and the modulus operator, which returns the remainder. Okay, just simple operation. So if you want to take input from the keyboard, you can use this function input. Okay, so using this input, you can enter what is the number you want to, what is thing you want to enter. Okay, and the important thing here is to observe is whatever the thing you will input, by default the Python will be taken it as a string. Okay, by default it will be taken as string. For example, see when I run this, now it will ask me, I will get a box like this to enter the number, because I have used I want to take input from the keyboard. So if I enter any value and you press enter, yeah, so what I'm doing, I'm printing that value and I'm printing its type. But you can see the type actually it is integer, right? But it is giving it as string. It belongs to the class string. So whenever you take anything from the keyboard input, it will be taken it as string. Okay. So what if I want to convert into integer? So if you want to convert into integer, you have to cast it, right? So you have to typecast it. Okay. So how to cast it? For example, same program I'm taking. You observe here carefully. So I'm taking a input as some number. Okay. And I want to print the number, and I want to print the type of the number. Okay. And I want to do some operation. What operation I'm doing? I'm squaring the number. Okay. So if I run this program, will I get an error or it will be executed properly? Can anyone put it in the chat box? Will I get the error or yeah, error, right? We'll get the error because it is a string type, because by default it is taking a string type. Okay. So you can see I will get an error here. So say I'm giving some value 6. See, it is getting an error because the 6 by default while I'm inputting, it is taking it as string type, right? Okay. So here you can see the error. The error what is saying unsupported operand types. Okay. So it's saying you have to use some int. You have to typecast with int. Okay. So what I will do, you just typecast this with int. Okay. Then you run it. And you enter number here. Yeah, you'll get 36, right? Someone asking in the chat box, sir, what is string, sir? Oh, string is a type, data type. I mean, we have different data types, right? So integers are numbers, floating point numbers are point values. Strings means character or some sequence of characters is a string. That is one type of data type. Okay. So these are the basics thing. Next important thing we need to look in this Python is regarding the built-in data structures. So there are in Python, these built-in data structures are very important. So we have 4 built-in data structures in Python. We have 4 built-in data structures in Python. First one is list. Next we have tuples. First is list. Next is tuple. You can see. Next is sets. Next are dictionary. So these are all different data types which are built-in data structures or data types. You can say it in Python. Okay, so each will be having its own importance. We'll see what are different what are these built-in data types, and we can see how to initialize them, how to use them, how to modify them, how to change them, how to add some elements to them. Okay, we'll see that. So as I told you, first built-in data structure is a list. Okay. So what is a list means? A list is used to store some multiple variables. So normally till now we'll seeing just we are storing one single value, right? Like this, a is equal to 6. Say if I want to store multiple values, then I will be using list. Okay. So what list will do is list stores multiple items. You can say it as items or values present inside the list. Okay. So how to create a list? Lists are created using square brackets. I will tell you the syntax. And each list item has an index value. Okay. Okay. So each list will be having the index value, and they are ordered, and they are separated with a comma. The list items are separated with a comma, and lists are mutable. Mutable means they can be changed. I mean, you can perform any kind of operation on the list. You can change the values of the list. Okay. For example, here I am creating a list, right? Say this fruits is a variable name. So the list a variable name. So I'm creating some collection of fruits right here. Okay. So apple is one fruit, banana is one another, some cherry is another. Okay, this is a collection, right? So as I told you how lists are created using the square brackets. Okay, you can see, right? So what is the syntax? Just like this thing only. You are doing here a is equal to 6, right? Similarly, a means some variable name, right? Similarly, here also this fruits is variable name is equal to, so whatever the items you want to put it in the list, you have to use the square bracket, opening square bracket and closing square bracket. Inside opening square bracket and closing square bracket, you have to put the items, and each item is separated with a comma. You can see each item is separated with a comma, and this is a string, so I am putting a inverted commas here. Okay, you can put single quotes or double quotes, anyway you can keep it. Okay, so this is the list. Say if I want to print the items in the list, so just use the function print. So print fruits means just simply it will print the different items present in the list. Okay. Yeah. Now let's look at some of the properties of the list. What are some of the important properties of the list? So list have different properties, like they are ordered. Okay, and they are changeable and they allow duplicates. Okay, so let us see one by one. What is meaning of ordered? What is changeable means? And what does it allow duplicate means? Okay, and list are indexed. Since they are ordered, order means if I give this order, then the list will carry this order only. Okay, since they are order, they will be having index. Okay, index means just like in arrays, in C, C++, you have arrays, right? Arrays have index, right? They are also ordered collection. Okay, so I mean here also index start with 0. So when I say fruits of 0 means it is indicating to apple. Fruits of 1 means it is indicating to banana. Fruits of 2 means it is indicating to uh, 3. For example, I can write here. So if I write here fruit, I'm just taking f as fruit. So when I write fruit of 0, so fruit of 0 means it will be indicating to apple. Okay. Similarly, if I write a fruit of 1, fruit of 1 means it is indicating to banana. So like this we can index it, because we have since the arrays are these lists are ordered, we can index them. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. Like this we can index. Okay. Next, yeah, as I told you, it is ordered. When I say ordered, it means what? They are they are defined in defined specific order. Okay, and this order will not be changed. Okay, that means when I say apple, banana, cherry, then the order will be apple, banana, cherry only. Okay, it will not be like banana, apple, cherry. Okay, so the order will be preserved in the this thing list. Okay. Next, the lists are changeable. Changeable means we can add, remove items from the list. Okay. Once they are created, we can add new items to the list. Okay, and we can add, we can we can we can remove some items from the list, like that. Okay, and they allow duplicates also. I mean, we can have same item with the different same items. Okay, for example, if I have apple here, I can have another apple also. Okay, like that. Okay. Now let us see some of the examples here. Say for example, I want to insert the value orange as the second element of the fruit list. Okay, so this is a fruit list, right? Okay, so I want to enter orange as the second element. Second element means after apple, I want to insert orange. Oh, second element, okay. After orange, after apple, I want to enter orange. Okay, so second element means which indexing I have to give here? If I put it as 3, it will enter at the last. Okay. If I put it as second, if I want to make it as second element, I have to give index as 1, right? Because 0 index is apple, 1 index, second element means 1 index, right? So in the second element, I want to place orange. Okay. So I have to give index as 1. So yes, you can see here when I give an index as 1. So which function I'm using here? I'm using simple insert function here. Okay, I'm taking this fruit list. Okay, I'm taking the fruits dot, I'm using dot operator here, and this is the function, insert function. Okay, inside the insert function, it takes 2 parameters. So what is the index number? I mean, which index you want to place the value? This is the index number, this is the value, item name which you want to place. Okay, so what I'm placing the orange at the second element. So if you want to place it at the third element, you just change this. Okay, you just change this, then you can observe here when I'm printing, when I print it, now the orange is placed at the third position. If you want to place it if you want to place it on the fourth position, you can write here type 3. Okay, you can put it on the fourth position. Okay, so that's easy, right? Now if you want to remove element from the fruit list, so there is a function called as pop function. So we'll discuss about these functions in detail. Okay, so we can discuss this in detail. So fruits dot pop, you can write here pop function. When I say fruits dot pop, what happens? It will just pop the last element. Okay, it will pop the last element. You can see cherry is popped here. When I run this, Yeah, fruits.pop means it will pop the last, it will delete the last element. Okay. Yeah, now see, the list will be, it allows duplicates, right? The list allows duplicates. Okay, so you can see here, I have apple here, right? So again, have apple here. So it will allow duplicates. Have banana, cherry here. So same item, it is having cherry. Okay, so when you print this, so you can see all these elements will be printed. Okay. Now, if I want to print the how many number of elements present in the list, so you can use simply this function, length function, len function. So when you run this, so simply the length of the list, len means it will give the length of the list. Okay, so how many number of items present in here? 1, 2, 3. 3 items are present, so it will print me the 3 items. Okay. Okay, so I am getting some questions here. Difference between data type and data structure. These are some of the basics question. I mean, index values are similar to arrays in Java. Array is also there in Python. Yeah, array is also there in Python. So how to define immutable array? Does it contains only group of particular data type? Yeah, these questions all will be answered. These questions all will be answered when you yeah. Someone is asking duplicate. So duplicate means it is allow duplicate elements. I mean, I have apple here, right? So there is another item with same name. So normally list allows duplicates. So some there are sets. There are other data types, built-in data types which don't allow duplicates. The sets. Okay. Whereas in list, yeah, pop index I will explain. Yeah, some of your questions will be answered. Meanwhile, I mean, while I go into the deep of this, yeah, the questions will be answered. Okay. Now, someone asked, does it will take only particular data type? No, list can take any type of data type. For example, this list contains only string data types. This list contains only integer data types. This list contains only Boolean data types. Okay, but you can see the list 4. Okay, so the list 4 contains all data types. I mean, list can take any type of data type. I mean, different data types it can take. So it is a heterogeneous collection. It's not homogeneous. It is heterogeneous collection of data types. I mean, it will have any kind of data types. Okay, and when you want to know what is the type of the list, it will give type of the list as list. Okay, since it is a list, so the data type, if you print that what is the type of the list, so it will take it as list. Okay, when I run this program, you can see it is take it as list. Okay, now how to access the items in the list? So you can access the items in the list using the index numbers, and we have negative indexings also. Unlike in other programming languages, we don't have this negative indexing, right? So in Python, we have this negative indexing. So negative indexing, this -1 refers to the last item, -2 refers to the second last item, and so on. Okay, and also you can specify the ranges of the index. I mean, that is called as list slicing. You can specify the range of the index. Okay, for example, see here. Yeah, so for example, negative indexing means, say when I type this list. Sorry. When I type this list of -1, and I write like this, so -1 means it will give this one. -1 is this value, -2 is this value, and this is -3. So you can access like this. Positive indexing, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. Okay. So when so here I'm taking positive indexing. Say if I want to access apple, okay, I'm just saying this of 1. So what happens when I run this code? Yeah, it will just print what this of 1 is banana. I mean, 1 means second element, right? Banana. Next, yeah, you can see if I want to print apple in negative indexing, -3. I told you, right? This is -1, this is -2, -3. If I want to print apple, you can write this list of -3. I mean, I will provide you this IPython notebook to you. I mean, you can upload in your collab, and you can try with different things. Okay. Yeah, now this comes the interesting part here, the important interesting part here. You can see here. I will take the help of annotations here. So you can see here, splicing. This is important. This is style. I mean, whatever the extent of the list range you can give. I mean, what things you want to print that you can be printed here. Okay. For example, I want to. So when I say 2 to 5, so it will start from this second index. Second index means this cherry, right? Since this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. Okay. So when I say 2 to 5. So it will start from here. I mean, it will start from this index. Okay. And it will end here. It will end up to here. So here it will be ended. This will not be included. This will not be included. This will not be included. Okay. This will not be included. This. So when I say 2 to 5, it means 2 will be included. 5 will not be included. So 2 means it will print cherry. So it will, when I run this program, it will print cherry. It will print orange, the next element, 2, 3, 4. It will be printing these 3 elements only. Okay. So yeah. Next, when I say colon 4, I am not giving any value here, any range. I am just simply saying colon 4 and 2 colon. Okay. So when I say colon 4, you can see up to first 4 elements, it will be printing. When I say colon 4, what it is doing, see, it is printing the first 4 elements, apple, banana, cherry, orange. It will be printing first 4 elements. When I say 2 colon, what it will be printing, see, it will be printing from the third element. From the third element to the last element. What is the last element? Mango, right? Okay, simple, right? So when I say colon 4, it will print up only 4 elements, first 4 elements. When I say 2 colon, it will start from the third element and it will print up to the end of the elements. Okay. Yeah, you can give negative ranges also. You can see, you can give negative ranges also. So can you tell me, can you guess me what will be the output of this? Can you guess what will be the output of this? Yeah, okay, you can put it in the chat box. What will be the output of this? So yeah, I am giving the clue here. This is -1, this is -2, this is -3, -4, this is -5, -6, -7, right? Negative indexing. So I want values between -4 to -1. So -4 means I told you, right? This value will be included. This -4 value will be included. -1 value will not be included, right? So -4, it start from -4. Okay. So yeah, orange, kiwi, melon. Yes, correct. Yes, correct. That answer is correct. Orange, kiwi, melon. Yeah, I'm getting the correct answers. Yeah, orange, kiwi, melon, right? -1. So you can play with this. I mean, you can, I will provide you this notebook. You can play with this. Okay. Yeah. Now let us see how to change the items in the list. How to change the items in the list. Okay. So to change the values of the items, I mean, you can change specific range. You can use specific range and you can change. Okay. By indexing also you can change, and you can insert new values using some functions, insert function like this. Okay. For example, see here what I'm doing. I'm taking some list here. This list, this list contains 3 items. Okay. Now say I want to add one more item. This black currant. I want to add black currant at the second position. Okay. So what I'm referring this item at which position with index 1. Okay. And I'm putting the value as black currant. So what happens here? Actually, what is the value at the this second position before this insertion? Banana, right? Now this banana will be overridden with this black, and this banana will be adjusted towards the right. Okay. Sorry, no, this value will be overwritten by this. Okay. Since it was previously it is banana, right? Now what I'm doing, I'm replacing the value of banana with black currant. So when you print like this, so the value of banana will be overwritten by this black currant. Okay. Like this, you can specify the range. If you want to insert more than one item, okay, you can specify the range. Okay. Now, for example, here I have 5 items, 5 or 6 items I have, right? Now I want to place these 2 items, 2 to 4. So you have to specify the range. 2 to 4 means 2 items, right? 2, 3, 4 is not included. So I want to place black currant and watermelon at the third and fourth position. That is, instead of cherry and orange, I want to place black currant and watermelon. Okay. So you can specify. So these ranges you can give. Now see, instead of cherry and orange, this black currant and watermelon will be updated. Okay. Now this is an interesting point now here. For example, can you tell me here, see, I'm giving the index to enter only one item, but I'm trying to insert two items. Will this give me error or what happens? Can you tell me? Any guesses here? What happens here? In this case, say actually 1:1 means what? 1:1 means what? There is only scope to enter one element, but I'm entering here two elements. Will it enter or will what happens? Yeah, there won't be an error. What will be the output? Can you guess the output? Yeah, it will shift. Correct. Yeah, the values will be shifted. Yes, the values will be shifted. Yeah, the values are shifted now. See, so apple will be apple as it is. It will be there. So instead of banana, the first position, I mean second position, it will be replaced with these two values, black currant and watermelon, and these values will be shifted as it is. Okay. Now, if you insert less items, only less item will be also printed. It's vice versa, it will be performing. If you insert more items also, it will be inserted. If you insert less items also, it will be inserted, and remaining items will be lost here. You can see. So here this total thing will be 1, 2, 3. The position will be totally overwritten with watermelon. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, next you can use this function insert function to insert. Already I discussed this, right? So in which position you want to insert, you can insert that items. Okay. Yeah. Next we go with some other functions, right? Append. So if you want to add items at the end of the list, you can use this append method. Okay. And if you want to use, if you want to add any elements at any position of the list, you can use insert method. Okay. And there is another method also called extend method where you can use it can be used to extend the list. Okay, so we'll see examples of all these methods here. So this is an append method. So in append method you just insert the value which so if you insert any value, use this append method with this list. So I'm using this list dot append. So when you use this method, so automatically this item will be inserted at the end of the list. Okay. If you want to insert at some position, we know what method to use. That is insert method, right? Because it will be taking two parameters. The first parameter is the position of the list where which we want to place, and the second is the value. Okay, so you can. So there is another method called as extend method. So this extend method, what it will do is it will add extend to list. I mean, it will add the items of one list to the another list. Okay, for example, this list. So this list contains 3 items, and tropical list contains 3 items. Now, if you use this keyword extend keyword, and what you are doing, you are appending the items of tropical. You are appending the items of tropical. Okay, to the list, this list. Okay, so that means what? This mango, pineapple, papaya will be appended to the apple, banana, and cherry. You can see here apple, banana, cherry. This list is appended and extended with the tropical. Tropical means this list. Okay, so these are the functions we use. Now, how to remove the items from the list? If you want to remove the items from the list, you can remove you can use the remove method here. You can use the remove method, and you can, yeah, in remove method we have some functions like pop method, and there is a delete keyword. Okay, so this pop method, what it will do is it will remove the at specified index. Okay, someone asked me, can we use pop with index? Yes, yeah, we can use pop with index. So it will remove the items at specified index. You have to specify the index in the pop. And there is another keyword called as delete keyword, which removes the specified index delete item. And if you simply use delete, it will completely remove the list. Okay, we'll see some examples here. You can see. So let's say this is the list. Okay, so the list consists of apple, banana, and cherry, right? 3 items. Say if I want to remove banana, okay, or if you want to remove cherry. So if you want to remove cherry, you just type this, you use this method remove, and you just put the value, which value you want to remove from this item. Say I want to remove the cherry value. So I put cherry here. So this value will be removed. So you can run this. So apple and banana. Yeah. Now, yeah, you can give index to the pop. Say when I use pop of 1, what it will do? Pop of 1 means which item will be removed? Second item will be removed. Pop of 1 means. Okay. So pop of 0 means which item will be removed? First item will be removed, right? See, apple is removed, banana, cherry. So if you don't specify inside the pop anything, what it will do? It will remove the last item. It will remove the cherry. Okay. So if you don't specify anything inside the pop, it will remove last item. If you specify the index, that index item will be removed. Okay. Will this remove the duplicates in the list also? You can try it, and you can try, check and tell me. I mean, you can do that. I will provide this notebook to you. You can play with this, and you can try and you check and tell me. Yeah. Next we use this delete. Yeah, we go with delete. So delete, I told you, it can delete the specified location. You can, if you want to delete the apple, so you just say this of 0. You use the delete keyword here. Along with delete keyword, you have to use this list, and you have to specify which item you want to delete. Okay. So I am deleting here the first element, and I am deleting the second element. So first element is indexed with 0, second element with 1, so 0, 1. Okay. So when I run this, just it is printing only one element will be remaining, right? Yeah, next you can use this delete keyword. So when you use delete keyword with this list, the complete list will be removed. All list will be removed. Yeah. This when I say this list, the all items will be removed. All items will be removed, and completely the list will be removed. So when I'm trying to print the list, definitely it will give me an error because already the list is deleted, right? When I say delete list, already this list is deleted. So there is no list now. So that's why I can't print the list which is not there. So that's why it is giving me an error like this list is not defined. Okay. Why? Because already I have deleted this list. Okay. So there is another function also, clear function. Say it will just clear the elements of the list. When I say this list dot clear, if you when you print this list, it won't give an error. Okay, because it just simply clear all the elements present in the list, and it will return the empty list. This is the empty list. Okay. Yeah. Now you can loop through the list. I mean, you can go through the list using the for loop. Okay. Say for example, I want to print all the elements in the list using a for loop. You can write syntax of the for loop like this for x in this list. So a syntax of the for loop is very simple in Python. Okay. Unlike in C++, Java, or we have to specify like for I is equal to 0, I less than some condition, I iteration, right? So that everything will be taken care here automatically in Python using this keyword for. Okay. So this x indicates the index. You are iterating through this iterable, this list. Okay. So this x will be pointing to each and every element. If this for function acts like this, for I is equal to 0, I less than x, and I plus plus. Okay, like that it will act. So for every element, it will go through and it will print all the values here. Okay. Simply you can use the do while loop here also, while loop also. So if you want to use a while loop, you can first you have to specify some index value I is equal to 0. So it will start from 0. So I will say until and unless this I value is less than this list, what I'm printing every element of the list and incrementing the I value. Okay. So this entire 4 steps is written in one step using for loop. Okay. Yeah, next comes the important thing, that is list comprehension. Okay, so list comprehension, what they will offer is they will offer a shorter syntax. Okay, they will I mean, whatever the problem you want to solve, which takes a lot of lines of code, you can be written in simple one line code using the list comprehensions. Okay, so for example, you can see this example. Say have a list consist of fruits. Okay, so fruits contains apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, mango. See, these are the fruits. Okay, now for example, if you want to create a new list which contains fruits which have a letter A. Okay, okay, so if you want to create a new list, if you want to create a if you want to create a new list, okay, and you want to place only those items which contains which items contains a letter. For example, this list contains apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, mango, right? So which are the items which contains letter A? So apple contains letter A, banana also contains letter A, mango also contains letter A. So I want to retrieve only this apple, banana, and mango. Okay. So for that purpose, normally without list comprehension, if you want to do how to do, you have to use some for loop here, right? So I'm creating a new list here. Okay, and I want to iterate through each and every element of the list. So I'm using a for loop in the fruits. Okay, and I'm specifying a condition like if A in X means what? If letter A is present in this item X, X is rotating, I mean iterating through all these items, right? First X will go to the apple. Okay, so apple, so A is in apple, yes, apple is there. In apple, in apple, A is there. So this will be appended. This list item will be taken, which is present in X. It will be appended to the new list. So in the new list, apple will be appended. Next I will be incremented, I mean this will be incremented. So next item will be banana. So is A is there in banana? Yes, banana A is there. So again it will be appended to the new list. So apple, banana is appended. Next cherry and kiwi will be skipped, right? Because there is no A in cherry and kiwi. Okay, there is no in cherry and kiwi. Okay, now again in mango there is A. Okay, in mango there is an A. So you can append again, it will be appended, and when you run this, the new list, when you print this, it will be happen. Okay, so the same code, this line, this 3-4 lines of code can be written in single line using list comprehension. Okay, yeah, now see here fruits are there, right? So what I'm doing, the new list is created. So list comprehension syntax is like this. So this is the list comprehension syntax. So first you have to write the expression followed by the for loop for and the item in the iterable in that list, and you have to specify the condition. Okay, so similarly here first the expression, I mean for every value of X in X, okay, which is present in the list fruits, which is present in the list fruits, I'm putting the condition here. So condition is if A in X. Okay, I mean if there is a letter present A in X. Okay, so this automatically looks for the letter A in all the items present in the list. Okay, this simple one line code is equivalent to this 3-4 lines code. Okay, this can be done using list comprehension. This way of syntaxing we call it as list comprehension. So this X is the expression. I mean you can, if you want to modify the value, expression means you can simply put X, or if you want to modify this value you can modify here. Okay, and for X, this X represents for every iterable item here in the list. Okay, in fruits, right? This both we are looking in the list fruits, and this is the condition. This is the condition. What is the condition? The letter should be present in X. Okay, I will look for every X. X means every item in the list one by one, and I'm printing. So like this, the list comprehension works. So this is the syntax. You can check for some more examples here also. One more example here. Yeah, you can check here. Say how the list consists of some numbers -10, -20, 10, 20, 50. Okay. Say here, say I want to create a new list by doubling all the numbers. Okay, I want to double all the numbers and create a new list. Okay. So by using list comprehension, first you write expression, right? So I into 2 means what? I am doubling the task. I am doubling these numbers. Okay. For every item I in the list, okay, there is no any condition, right? There is no conditions I need to specify. That's why I'm not providing any condition. Okay, now for example here I am providing a condition. I want to filter out the values which are positive. Okay, I want to filter out the values from the list which are positive. In this case, say I, for I in I am here, I am specifying the condition I greater than equal to 0. Okay, or I greater than or equal to 0, you can specify. Okay, so you can see here. So the first list, it is just multiplying the numbers, doubling the numbers. Second list, it is giving only the filter values. Okay, second list is going to filter values. Okay. So okay, so that's complete the list part. So any questions you have, I mean, you can ask me. I will give you this privilege. Yeah, I mean, you can unmute yourself. Till now, if you have any questions, you can ask me.
I think we are good, sir, now for now. So I think it's basic, so we can move
Oh,
ahead.
yeah. Okay, right. It's basics only. So yeah, I will complete this list. I mean, these three things. Okay.
Hi, Raju sir. Can we have two condition in list comprehension?
Yeah, you can have any conditions. I mean, you can specify the conditions. Depending
Multiple
upon,
condition.
yeah, you can. I mean, you depending upon the task, what you want to filter out, you want to extract, you can give conditions.
Raju sir, one more question. So basically, whatever that output is coming, it's coming in the row format, right? If I want to take all this output in the column format, then what we need to do?
In list, the everything will be printed in the list format only, sir. I mean, there are other data types like data frames, arrays, where we can use the NumPy arrays, where you can print your output in any format you want. In list, it will be coming in the row format only. You can write your own functions also.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I have one doubt. Will you please explain it again, the delete function part?
Yeah, sure. I will explain it. Delete function.
Thank you. Okay.
It's very simple, madam.
Sir, Abhijit here, one question.
Yeah,
How
one second.
the multidimensional array or multidimensional list are handled in Python? Could you explain?
For multidimensional list, I mean, you have to use NumPy here. I mean, we have to import NumPy arrays there, NumPy methods. Using NumPy, I mean, we can do a lot many operations on the array. I mean, that takes some time to explain all those functions. Okay. I mean, you can check it. I mean, you can check it in the Google, or you can see a lot of notes. You can look for NumPy. Okay. In NumPy, you can have a lot many functions we can use to modify different items in the list and arrays. Okay. I mean, you can print different dimensions of the arrays also. Okay. There are so many dimensions you can display. So for coming to madam's question, delete is very simple, madam. This delete keyword you can use. If you want to eliminate which item you want to eliminate from the list, you can specify using this list.
Yes,
Since
sir.
I have created this list consists of 3 items. Okay, so if you want to delete first item, apple, so you can use the keyword delete space. Okay, so this
Yes.
list, and you can specify the index. Okay, so when you specify index 0, it will delete the apple. If you specify index 1, it will delete the banana. Okay, so
So why the answer is banana and not cherry?
sorry.
I have that doubt.
Sorry. Okay,
Uh,
one second.
When you delete apple, banana will become 0.
Zero. Yeah. Correct.
okay.
Yeah. Since I'm deleting here the first element, right? So
Yes.
in that case, what happens? This now the first item will be the banana, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now I am saying this of 1. That means it is indicating the cherry now. The list is modified here, right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
You have got this point. I mean, I
Yes,
can
sir.
print
Yes,
for
sir.
you. Yeah. Now you can.
In this
It
list.
will be clear. See. So when
Okay,
after
sir.
deleting this, this banana now becomes the first element. Now I'm
Yes.
saying this of 1. So since this of 1 means it is looking at the cherry now, right? This.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Audible?
Yes, sir.
That the last item, that list comprehension, there is some condition. The last one, which can you re-explain that?
Okay. This one you are talking about? In this or this one?
Yeah. Last one, can you explain, sir?
Yeah, here what I'm doing is I have taken some list, okay, so which contains negative elements and positive elements. And here with list comprehension, I double the elements of the list. Okay, so see how to double it. Just simply I'm multiplying it with 2 for every item. Okay, for every item in the list, I'm multiplying with 2. Okay, now I want to filter out only positive elements. So here the condition comes, right? So for every expression present in the item in the list, the condition is I want to take only positive numbers. So positive numbers means the value of I should be greater than or equal to 0. So only that values will be taken. So the positive values here in this list is what? 10, 20 and 50, right? The positive values will be 10, 20 and 50. So that's why it is taking 10, 20, 50. Only positive numbers.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you. Clear. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Shall we go to the next part of the topic? I mean, tuples.
So before that, can you please explain one question of mine? I couldn't get one part.
Okay.
Sir, I've again written it in the chat box. So
Okay. Yeah.
my question is there was a question of x for x in if a in like that it was there.
Okay.
Can we yes this one. No, not exactly, but it's similar to this one. So
Okay.
can you please explain this part? New
This
list
part?
equals x for I got the part where which is after the for x in fruits, but
which part you are
x
not
is
getting?
so this entire code
This
because the
part?
condition is also yes sir.
See, this first x represents the expression. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Expression means, I mean, you can you can see here. I can change the values of the list in this expression. Here I'm not changing any value. This is an expression. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And this x represents the every item present in the list. Every item present in the list. Okay. This x expression for every iterable x in the list. List is here fruits. Okay. And this is a condition. Okay, this condition. The condition is what? If x is not an apple, here what I'm doing, I'm printing all the elements which except apple. Except apple, I'm printing all the elements of the list.
Okay, so basically we're combining multiple parts in the same code.
Yes. Yeah, we are combining multiple. I mean, instead of, if you want to do it normal coding, you have to write all this code separately. I mean, for example, you can see here this. Here we are looking for the letter A, fruits. Okay, we are looking for the fruits which contains letter A. So if you normally if you write it using for loop, you have to write this code, right? First you have to write a for loop. You have to check for the element, every element in the X, and you have to append it and you have to print the list. Instead of writing these 3 statements, this for if, we are combining all these things into single thing like this. That is called as list comprehension.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Thank you. Also, sir, one more question though.
Yes.
I understand that the class will be continued after 11 a.m. Is it possible for me to get the recording of this session? And
Yes,
if when will I be receiving it?
Recordings will be shared. Yeah, recordings will be shared.
Like today itself or after 5 days?
Mostly by tomorrow morning or today evening.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine.
Sir, one doubt, sir, small doubt.
Okay.
So once, can you explain the pop part, the index pop?
Okay, pop part, madam. Okay. Yeah, pop part. Yeah. Tell me, madam. So in pop part, if you don't give any index, it will automatically remove the last element. For example, this list contains 3 items, right? So I'm saying just pop from this list. Okay. So when I say just pop from this list, it will delete the last item, cherry. Okay. Apple, banana is here, cherry is deleted. So when you specify one means what? Second element, right? So banana will be deleted. Apple shall be there. Okay, I mean, I will share this notebook with you. I mean, you guys can, try with different example, what happens. You can learn better while doing, okay? So you can try with different example and you can understand what's happening actually. Okay.
Sir?
Yeah, fine. Now,
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Difference between pop function and the remove function.
Sorry?
Difference between pop function and remove function.
Difference between remove function and pop function.
Pop, yes, sir.
Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is in remove function, you're just giving what? The value. You're not giving the index. Okay. That means what? When
Okay,
you're
sir.
using this remove function, you have to know what are the items present, names of the items present in the list. Okay. In pop function, you don't know what is the names of the item. You just know the index.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
That is the difference. Simple.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
can you once go back to the delete function, sir?
Delete function. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, there for you just edited that print this list, no, sir.
Yes.
Instead of that, what happens if you printed that delete this function 0, sir? Then will it appear as cherry?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Oh,
Acha, okay. You want to keep me this print, this delete print in the print, right?
yes, sir. I mean, what will happen if you I mean,
Yeah. See, what will
if one code
happen?
appears
Things, I
again,
mean,
sir?
see, these things you can try. I mean, okay. These things you can try. I will share the notebook. You can try with different combinations. What happens? Okay. The syntax
Okay,
part, then you can understand what's happening. Now I can't try, right? I have less time. I have to introduce some more topics also. If there is any questions inside the working, you can ask me. The trial part and what happens if you do this, you can try on your own. I will share this notebook with you.
Okay.
Sir, one question. In list
Yeah.
comprehension and lambda expression are same?
Lambda expression, we normally lambda functions, they are anonymous functions. Okay. So comprehension, we are combining two more syntaxes and we are writing here. We can, I mean, normally, yeah, more or less they look similar. Yeah, but they are functions. Here we are just using comprehension as a syntax, one line code. Anonymous functions, they are anonymous functions.
Okay, sir.
Lambda expressions are the anonymous functions. Normally, we use them in functions.
Okay.
To help, I mean, to reduce the code in the functions, we'll try to use lambda expressions there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I will, please allow me to mute you all so that I can, again, I will, after 50 minutes, I will give you time to ask questions. Let me finish this tuple sets and dictionary part. I have only 1 hour left now. Okay. What I will do is, yeah, if you have any questions, you can put it in the chat box. Okay, now I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, my screen is visible, right? You can put it in the chat box. It is visible. Yeah, my screen is visible to all. Okay, fine. Thank you. Yeah, next go to the tuples. So tuples are very much similar to list only. So the main difference between the tuple and list is tuples is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable. Okay, so lists are changeable, right? Mutable, but tuples are unchangeable. Okay, but now another difference is the tuple syntax. So in list we have used square brackets, right? In tuples, if you know list, the remaining other data types are easy to learn. Okay, so the tuple can be syntax of the tuple is like this. You have to use this bracket, this flower bracket. What we call this bracket, I don't know actually. It's a flower bracket or it's a some kind of brackets, right? Square brackets, and this is some other brackets, right? So this bracket we will be using. Okay, so this tuple consists of these items similar to list. Okay, so it will be separated with comma. Okay, and you just want to print tuple, you can print like this. Okay, this is an empty tuple. You can assign empty tuple t is equal to this like this tuple, empty tuple, and the tuple can contains multiple data types. Okay, so it can contain integers, it can contain strings, it can contain floating point values. Okay, next tuple items are ordered. Order means if anything is ordered means we can simply index them. Okay, we can index them. If they are not ordered, then we cannot index, right? So the items are ordered, so we can index them. and they are unchangeable. Okay, so they are unchangeable means we cannot change tuples. We can't change tuples directly. Okay, but there is a way by which we can change tuples. I will explain it. And they allow duplicates. They allow duplicate values. Okay, so as like a list, they are here also the tuple indexing start from 0. Okay, it start from 0. So 0 indicates the first item, 1 indicates the second item. Okay. So when I say tuples are ordered, that means what? They have definite order and the order will not be changed. Okay. So the tuples are unchangeable. Unchangeable means we cannot add, remove items from the tuple directly. Okay. But there is some way around by which we can change the tuple items. I will explain it. Okay. Now, as I told you, tuple allows duplicates. So you can see it contains duplicate items here. From here onwards, I will move some little fast. Okay. Because it's very much similar. The functions, most of the functions used here will be similar to the list only. So I'm just printing the tuple. Here, just the same, if you want to know how many number of elements present in the tuple, you can use the length function here. Okay. This is important thing here. Right. See. Say when I say tuple t is equal to apple, if you don't put, there is a single item. Okay. If you want to know the type of the item, okay, this thing. If you don't put comma here, simply it will be considered as a string. The type it will be considered as a string. Okay. So in order to consider it as a tuple, you have to put a comma here. Okay. So yeah, when you put comma here, then it will be considered as a tuple. When you are using a single item, there is a single item inside the tuple. If you don't put comma, what happens? It will be considered as string. If you put comma, it will be considered as tuple. So this point, please note that. Now, how to access tuples? You can access tuple using this indexing. Okay. So this tuple of 1 indicates the second item, banana. Okay. So in tuples also we have negative indexing, and you can slice tuples also. So -1 same, just like list, -1 indicates the last item, -2 second last, -3 last. Okay. So you can give the ranges of the indexing also, just like a list. So 2 to 5 means 2 included, 5 not included. Okay. So same, :4 means first 4 items. Okay, in the tuple. Next 2 to last means from third item to all the items. Okay. So negative indexing also same. These examples are the similar to list, right? So that's why I'm just moving fast here. Okay. Yeah, here this one thing, this is in, we have one keyword called as in tuple. So in means it indicates the member fit function. This in is also can be used with the list also. For example, if I want to know this tuple consists of 3 items: apple, banana, cherry. Say if I want to know if apple is present in this tuple or not, just say if apple in this tuple. Okay, if it is present, you just print as. Otherwise, this print statement will be skipped. Okay. So if I write some I say APPL which is not present in this, so this print statement will not be executed. There won't be any error, but this print statement will not be executed because this APPL is not present in this tuple, right? So when I write this APPL, this item is present, then this print statement will be executed. Okay. So now how to update tuples? Yeah. So as I told you, once the tuple is created, you cannot change its values, right? Okay. I said tuples are unchangeable, immutable. Okay. They are unchangeable and they are immutable. Okay. But there is a way by which we can change the values of the tuple. So the way is that is like you have to convert tuple into list. Okay, change the values in the list and convert list back into tuple. So that is the way. Okay, so like for example, this is a tuple, right? So this tuple consists of apple, banana, and cherry. Okay, now suppose I want to change this tuple. I mean, if I want to add some more fruit, say if I want to add kiwi to this tuple. Okay, so how to do this? First, you have to change this tuple to list. Okay, so how to change the tuple to list? Simply you take some variable, okay, and simply say list of x. So x is a tuple, right? You just say, just I'm casting it. Okay, so this entire x is a tuple, right? This entire x is tuple. I'm casting it with list. Okay, when I say list, sorry, when I say list of x, so that means what? This sorry, When I say list of X, this entire the values, I mean this tuple will be converted into list. Okay. Now you can access the list, right? You can change the values of the list. Say if I want to insert kiwi at the second position, you just access using the list. So y of 1 means what? Now you are accessing the second element of the list. So y of 1, you place kiwi. Again, you change it back to tuple. So how to change back to tuple? Again, same, just x is equal to, you cast it with tuple of y, and you print the tuple. When I print the tuple, so the banana is replaced with kiwi. Okay. So you directly can't change the items in the tuple. Okay. If you try, you will get an error. You can check it on your own. Okay. If you are trying to change the values of the tuple directly, it is impossible. Okay, it's not possible. Okay, but you can do one thing, that is you can change the tuples to list, do the whatever the operation modification operations you want to do on the list, and again convert back into tuple. Okay. Now similarly, add items. So how to add items? I can't directly add items into the tuple. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to convert into list. I'm converting into list, and I'm adding orange to the list. Again, I'm converting back to tuple, and I'm printing the tuple. Okay. So you can add tuples to tuples. If you want to add one item or many items, you have to create a new tuple. Okay, you can see this example. Say what I'm doing here, I'm creating a new tuple with value orange, and I want to add that to the tuple. So first, say for example, here I have a tuple, this tuple, the name of the tuple is this tuple, which contains apple, banana, and cherry. Okay. Now y is equal to orange. When creating a tuple with only one item, what you have to do? You have to specify comma. I told you, right? I'm creating another tuple which contains only one item, that is orange. Okay. Now if you want to add these two tuples, you simply add this plus operator. Okay. So this tuple plus is equal to y, is very simple as it is, right? So when you do this tuple y, okay, it will be appended to this. Okay. So you can add tuple to a tuple, but you cannot add single item. I mean, you cannot modify the tuple. Okay. So, but you can add tuple to a tuple like this using this operator. You can add tuple to a tuple. That facility is provided in tuple. Okay. So if you want to remove items from the tuple, again, you cannot remove items directly from the tuple. What you have to do, again, you have to convert them to list. From the list, you remove the items from the list. Again, convert the list into tuple, and print the tuple. So this is example. So this is a tuple. So I'm converting this tuple to list. So I'm removing the item from the list. Again, I'm converting the list to the tuple. I'm printing the tuple. Okay. So delete keyword, you can, using the delete keyword, you can completely remove. Since and you want to why this is giving me an error? Because already I am using delete keyword, right? When I say delete tuple, that this tuple will be completely deleted. Okay. So if you want to delete some elements, you can delete also using index. So if I want to delete the first element, we can do this. Okay, tuple object. Oh yeah, we cannot see this. You are getting this error, right? I cannot delete this item deletion from the tuple. Again, what you have to do? You have to convert this into list. You have to delete the items from the list. Again, convert back into tuple. So, but directly you can delete complete tuple. If you want to delete, you can delete complete tuple like this. Don't print this. If you print this, you will get an error because there is this tuple is already deleted, right? So you are trying to find a tuple which is already deleted. So that's why this is giving an error. If you just take out this print statement, then you won't get any error here. Okay. Next, unpacking tuple. So packing tuple means normally when you will add values to it, when we add values to it, we call it as packing a tuple. Okay. And if you want to extract the values back into the variables, we call it as unpacking. Okay. For example, you can be better, I will explain with the help of example here. So for example, I have a tuple with name fruits here. It consists of apple, banana, and cherry, 3 items. Okay. and say reverse, I am giving reverse. So I'm assigning a tuple to this variable. So that means what? So this green, yellow, red, this this value will be assigned to this apple, banana and cherry, like this. Okay, so when I print green, so it will be giving me the apple. When I print yellow, it will be giving me the banana. When I print red, it will be giving the value cherry. Okay, so you can see this when I run this. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, so you understood this packing unpacking part. Okay, so so this is packing, right? Okay, what I'm doing, I'm extracting the values back into some variables, that is unpacking. Okay, yeah. Now for example, yeah, so the using asterisk symbol here, so if the number of variables is less than the number of values, you can add an asterisk to the variable name and the value will be assigned to the variable as a list. I mean, for example, say here the fruits. Fruits is a tuple which consists of how many items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items, right? It consists of 5 items. Okay. Now this is packing, right? Now if I want to unpack, when I'm unpacking, say I'm giving only 3 values here, right? Okay. So when I put star red here, when I use this asterisk symbol, so this green, when I print green, apple will be printed. When I print yellow, banana will be printed. When I print red, what happens? These 3 values will be printed: cherry, strawberry and raspberry. It's acting like a pointer, right? I mean, this in this red pointer, these 3 values, cherry, strawberry and raspberry, will be there. Okay, you can think in that way. I mean, like pointers in C. You can see when I print green, it is printing me, it is giving the apples are green. When I print yellow, banana is yellow, like that. When I print red, cherry, strawberry, raspberry are red color. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can put, say, if you use this asterisk symbol here, what happens? You can see here. Okay, when I put this asterisk symbol here, so obviously the first part, this green will be given to the apple. Okay, this green will be given to the apple, and this red will be given to the last item. This red will be given to the last item. This red will be given to the last item, and the remaining items, these remaining middle items, will be taken care by this trophic. Okay, the first item will be taken care by this apple, and the red will be taken care by this cherry. When you put star here, the remaining items in between, that will be taken care. Okay, you can see this. So apple, mango, papaya, pineapple and cherry. Okay, when I put it cherry. Okay, so just like tuple list, you can loop through the tuples using the for loop. You can print just like list only, that thing. And you can loop through the index also. Okay, for I in yeah, this range means it will give the, it will take the length of the tuple. I mean, using to the index also you can do this. Okay, you can see that. Next, how to join two tuples? So you can use this plus operator to join two tuples. So this is tuple 1, tuple 2. I'm taking another tuple 3. I'm adding these two tuples. What happens? Tuple 2 will be appended after tuple 1. So first tuple 1 will be there. After tuple 1, tuple 2 will be appended. Okay. So here what I am doing, I'm just multiplying tuples by 2. Okay. So when I say fruits is equal to this tuple, and when I say my tuple, I'm creating another tuple. I'm just saying fruits into 2, and I'm printing. What happened? The items will be double. I mean, it will allow duplicates, right? So items will be double. Okay. So there is another function called count. What it will give is, it will give the frequency of the numbers. For example, in this tuple have some numbers, right? Some random numbers. Say if I want to know how many times the number 6 is appearing. So how many times number 6 is appearing here? You can see 1, 2. 2 times it is appearing, right? So you can do that using count functions. When you say t dot count of 6, it will print 2. That is 2 times the 6 number is appearing. Okay. So when you can returns the index of the tuple also. So if I want to know what is the index of number 4 in the tuple. So what is the index of number 4 in the tuple? So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So index of number 4 is 4. Okay. So you might be getting question like, sir, if 4 occurs here, here also 4 is occurring, right? But tuples will returns the index of the first element. I mean, first time when it is appearing now. So first time when it appears, it will gives the index of the first element it is appearing. Okay. Next tuple membership means yeah, this function in keyword. So if I want to know the number 1 is present in this tuple or not, you can use the keyword in. If the number is 10 is present in this tuple or not. So 1 is present in the tuple, that's why it is returning the value true. When you say number 10 is not there in the tuple, so it is returning the value false. Okay, so that's it about the tuples. I mean, I think the tuples, it is easy, right? It's similar to list only. Yeah, if you have any questions, I can take here in the chat box if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will move with the comprehensions. You can no, you can't do. You have to change. You have to do it, convert into list, and because while you are doing comprehensions, you can doing changing the values, right? Okay, so we can't do comprehensions in the tuple. Yeah. Next, we go with that set. So okay. So any other questions we have? Yeah, ash is too. Yeah, this is yeah, this ash symbol indicates I mean the part is ignored. Yeah, it will not compile. It's just for I mean for our sake. I mean comment. It's like a comment what you are doing there. When we use asterisk, we got output along with the braces. What if we don't want them as our output? I mean I can't understand your question. We got output along with braces. What if we put along with braces? What if we don't want them output? I didn't get that question. Okay. Okay. So the tuples are, I mean, it's has, I mean, whenever way where you don't want to change anything, that time the tuples are useful. I mean, they are, since they are immutable, you can't change any value. So in that case, you can use tuples. But you want to change the items of the top thing, then you have to use list. Okay. Yeah. Next, we will go with the sets. So yeah. So there another important built-in data types in Python is sets. So sets also similar to tuples list. They also store multiple items in a single variable. Okay. And yeah, important point to be noted is set is both unordered and unindexed. Okay, sets are unordered and unindexed. Okay, that means if I give one order in the set while I am printing, I may not get the same order. The order can be changed. Okay, since they are unordered, I can't index them, right? I can't index them. Okay, so how sets are created? Sets are created using the curly brackets. Okay, you can see some examples here. So I told you sets are unordered, unchangeable, and also they do not allow duplicate values. Okay, so the set items are unordered, unchangeable, and they do not allow duplicate values. Okay, so what is unordered means? Unordered means they do not have a definite order. Okay, the order can change in the sets. Whatever the values we assign inside the set, the order can be changed. Okay, and the set items can appear in different order. Yeah, when I said they can, when we print the set items, they can appear as in a different order. Okay, so since they are appearing in the different order, I cannot index them, right? I cannot track them. Okay, so indexing is not we can't index the set items. Okay, they are unchangeable. Yeah, important point here, please note this point, that is unchangeable. Sets are unchangeable means we cannot change the items of the sets once been created. Okay, so once the set is created, you cannot change its item. Okay, but you can add new items. Okay, So unchangeable means what? Say if a set is created with some particular number of items, that particular number of items will be always there. You cannot modify that items, whatever already you are created with, okay? But you can add new items to the sets, okay? That is important point to be noted, okay? Yeah. Now how to create a set? So I am creating a set again. This is a variable. So here we are using this flower braces. You can see here flower braces. So this is a set of some fruits. So apple, banana, cherry, mango. So when I print this, so you can see when I'm printing this, see the order which I have given here is what? Apple, banana, cherry, and mango, right? So when I'm printing, see the order is changed. Why? Because I told you, right? The sets are unordered. Unordered means they can be in any order. So while printing, say mango is printed first, cherry is printed next, banana is printed next, apple is printed next, right? Since they are unordered, we cannot index them. Okay. So the output may be different on your systems. Okay. I mean, when you run on your systems, you may get different output. Like since they are unordered, you can get different outputs. Okay. And I told you that they don't allow duplicate values, right? So they don't allow duplicate values. They don't allow duplicate values means see. So this is apple is here. Apple is coming 2 times, right? Okay. So when I print this set. See, when I print this set, I'm getting only 3 values, unique values. Apple is redundant. So whatever the redundant value, that will be ignored. So apple is a duplicate value, it will be ignored. So when I print this, so it will be printed in an ordered form, not in this order, and the duplicate items will be ignored. Okay. So if you want to know how many number of items present in the list, you can see how many items present in the list. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what will be the output of this? When I run this program, it will be 4 or it will print 3 items. You tell me in the chat box. Yeah, 3. Right? Yeah, they print 3 items. Why? Because the apple is coming redundant item. It will be considered as single item. So when I run this, it will be printed 3 only. Okay. So just like list and tuples, they can take any data type. I mean, it is they can take combination of data types. They can take only single data type. So whatever way they can take. Okay. So this is only strings. These are only integers. These are only Boolean values. And this is a combination of strings, integers, Boolean values, and numbers. Floating points also you can take. Okay. So when you print the type of the set, it will give the type of the set as set, class set. Okay. Now the thing is how to access the set elements. How to access the set elements? Okay. So you cannot access the set elements by referring by index or key, right? Because they are unordered. Since they are unordered, so we cannot give indexing to them. Okay. But you can loop through the set items using loop. Okay. Okay. So for example, you can see this. So this is a set. So you can use a for loop here to print the items present in the set. Okay. So for x in every value present in this iterable set, I'm printing. So the order will not be same. Okay, since they are unordered. So when you are printing the set, the order will be. Sometimes it will be giving me the same value. Sometimes the order may be changed. Okay, that depends. So this is a membership function. If you want to know whether this banana is present in this set or not, so simply you can say print banana in this set. So if it is true, it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. Okay. Now how to add the elements in the set? I told you that once the set is created, you cannot change its items. I mean the core items by which it is created, but you can add a new item to the set. Okay. So for that, you have to use a method called as add method. Okay, in the set. For example, see this set consists of 3 items already created. You cannot modify this apple, banana, cherry. I mean, you cannot replace any items in the set. Instead, what you can do is you can add a new item to the set. Okay, so you can add a new item using this add keyword. Just write add keyword to the set. Okay, and you just insert the value. I mean, you just add the value. What value you want to add, you can place it here. Okay, so when you run this, so see, apple, banana, cherry will as it is will be there, and this orange is added, and it is printed in some unordered form, not in the ordered form. Order is added at the last, although it is I mean they are unordered, so they can be printed anyway. Okay, and you can add some sets to sets, okay, using a update method. So there is a method called as update method. You can add one set elements to the another set. Okay, so for example, this set consists of these elements, and tropical set consists of these elements. Okay, so you can use this update method, just like in list also we have update method, right? Same method, you just give the set name here, you add tropical set to this set. Okay, when you print this set, I mean these items will be added into the set. Not I mean when you print this, it will be printed in unordered form. You can see it is printed in unordered form, right? So first banana came, papaya, mango, papaya, apple, pineapple, cherry. So this will be mixed, and I mean they will be printed in unordered form. Okay. Now yeah. Now you can see here the object in the update method does not have to be set. It can be any iterable object. Okay, that means you can add list to a set, you can add tuple to a set, you can add set to a set, you can add dictionary to a set. I mean you can add inside this update method, you can put any of the 4 built-in data types. Okay, so here I am adding a list to the set. Okay, so once it is added to the set, again the entire thing will become a set only. Okay, so it has become set. Okay, I'm added the list to the set and it has become a set. Okay, now if you want to remove the items from the set, okay, if you want to allow remove items from the set, you can use the remove method, and you can use discard method. Okay, you can use remove method and you can use discard method. So when you try to remove, when you type banana here, it will remove the item banana from the set. Okay, and you can use discard method also. So remove method, discard method, both are I mean similar. Okay, what is the difference? Difference is if the item to remove does not exist, the remove method will raise an error. Okay, whereas a discard method will not raise an error. That is the difference. Okay, so for example, banana is already present in the set. Okay, say if I give some error here, some key typo here, so this item is not present in the set. So when I run this, it will give me an error. Okay, remove methods gives the error. Discard method will not give error. See this this is also, there is also typo here. I am trying to remove banana, but I have given some typo here. So when you run this, even though it is a typo, it don't I mean, it don't remove any items from the list. It print the items as it is in the set, but it won't give any error. It printed all the items, but it won't give any error. Okay, so you can also use pop method. You can also use pop method, just like we have used. So for the pop method, you can use this dot pop method here, and you can print the list. And you can use clear method to clear the set. Okay, and you can use delete keyword to delete the set. Okay, now we can do some operations on the sets like union operation, intersection operation, set difference, all those operations we can do. Okay, so for union operation, you can use keyword union. Okay, so this is set 1 contains some elements, set 2 contains some elements. So I'm unioning these 2 elements using this union operator. So there is another method called update method here. Okay, so when you use this update method, update method and union method just work same, right? Just appending this all the elements of the set, 2 elements in the set. Okay, next if you want to keep duplicates, you can use intersection update method called as intersection update. Okay, so I mean if you want to see in the list in this set, apple is common. In this set also apple is common, both set apple is common. So you can use intersection update method to just keep the common elements. So you can use intersection method also. So these are the methods. I mean, you can check it. I'm going here somewhat fast. You can, yeah, for symmetric difference, there is a method called as symmetric difference update. So symmetric difference means like A minus B, right? A minus B. In sets function we have, right? A minus B. So you can use that here, symmetric difference. Okay. Next, you can use this method also, symmetric difference of Y. So these are the functions. You can try it. Okay. Yeah. So the sets is completed up to here. Yeah, I will share this with you. Yeah. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. I'll stop here. I will allow participants to unmute. Yeah. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll complete with the dictionaries. Yeah.
So how we will get these whatever you had taught today? Can we get it in video form or in video form? How can you get all these things? Because
You will get the video. You will get the video recordings as well as this IPython notebook I will provide to you. You can upload this IPython notebook into your system. I mean, in your collab, and you can run on your own. I mean, whatever I have teaching, I have teaching in IPython notebook. I will share it with you. You can practice on your own. You can try with different things also. Yeah. Any other questions?
Sir, I'm having this
Yeah.
is regarding the tuple.
Sorry.
Hi, Dizula. So here I'm having a question on the tuples. So that point of time, you told that comprehension is not possible in tuple because that comprehension is nothing but changing the values. But from what I understand from the list comprehension is that you can extract the values and load it to a different list. But how it is modifying the existing list?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get you. How?
Like you told, list comprehension is nothing but changing the value of an existing list.
No, not existing list, not changing exactly. I mean, you can do, you can change the values and you can do some kind of task on the list. I mean, you upon putting some condition, you can filter out the values. You can check in some values like that. I mean, if you want, you can modify the values also. It not only modifies, but you can put some condition, you can filter out from the list, and you can append that elements to the new list.
Okay, okay. But is that not possible in the tuple without modifying the values, just extracting the values from the tuples?
Actually, so list comprehensions, I mean, it's like already we are doing list comprehensions in the list, okay, comprehensions in the list, okay. So tuples, I mean, I don't know why Python has not given that thing, because since the tuples we can change it into list, that might be the reasons we directly can't do comprehensions on the tuples. So we do it on the list.
And also by looks of it, the list looks like the higher version of tuples. But why
Yes.
people do use tuples?
I told you now, when they don't want to change items, I mean, in the present, I mean, if you don't want to do any kind of modifications upon this, then they go for tuples.
Oh,
So
thank you.
just a one
Thank you.
additional benefit provided.
Okay.
Someone is asking sets are unchangeable, but we can add and delete. Yeah, I told you now, I mean, that provision is provided in sets, even though, I mean, unchangeable in the sets in the sense we can't change the already created thing. Okay. But that provision is provided. We can add and delete items from the sets. That provision is provided in the sets. Voice. Okay. Yeah, any other questions? Shall we continue with the last part of this session? I mean,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah, yes.
Sir, you
Yes,
have
madam.
used star symbol in tuples, no, sir? For combining two lists, for combining two tuples, you used that star symbol, right?
I have used star symbol not to combine the tuples. I have used the star symbols for unpacking the tuples. I mean,
Yeah, unpacking. So can we do that to sets also?
sets, no, madam, we can't do that thing because sets are unordered, right? So we can't do that thing.
Okay, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
I mean, if you want, you can try. I mean, you can try with the different. I mean, yeah, that's a valid question. You can try. When I provide this IPython notebook, you can try with different things. So your so many doubts will be cleared. Even I
Okay.
have not tried so many things. Even I might not be knowing something, right? So you can try with different things, different ways, so you can know better. You will get the error, and from the error you can know. If there is no error, you can understand what's happening. I will provide this notebook to you. You can try.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions?
Sir, you are little bit faster. So can you, sir, just because we are not aware of the Python,
Okay.
I'm very new for this.
Okay. That's why when I'm explaining list, I went very slow. So tuples and sets, I mean, they are very much similar to a list. So that's why I went somewhat fast there. If you understood list, then tuples and sets, I mean, very much similar to that only. Yeah, okay, I will go a little slow here. In dictionary part, something important is there. I will go somewhat slow here. The intention is I want to cover more topics here by, I mean, making you understand.
Sir,
Yeah.
do we go through pandas, numpy, those packages also?
I mean, we can't separately go through like this, madam. But in programming, I mean, when we are using some applications, definitely we are using those libraries. There you can, I mean, there they will be explaining you the importance of NumPy and Panda. But we don't have separate lecture for explaining these packages.
Sir, only one request is from my side. There are various packages that is being used in Python. But just only you can just introduce for what they are exactly being used in especially related to machine learning. Like Madam asked pandas and some other packages, but I'm not aware all these things. Just
Okay.
only a overview of these things. If you get time, enough time, then you can explain it.
Yeah, definitely that part will be covered. I mean, actually, when we go throughout the course, we will be, I mean, we are continuously hearing these terms, NumPy, Matplotlib, and Cbun, Keras, all those packages. There are so many packages which will be, while we going through the course, definitely we'll be getting these terms. So at that time, you can stop and you can just ask for the doubt. I mean, what is this? Okay, but there is no separate lecture like we will be discussing all these packages. The overview will be given when you stop and ask. Otherwise, I mean, the main thing is, the better thing is, whenever this new terms which comes to you, I mean, you try to Google it and try to see what's there, because if you also spend some time referring to Google, then you can easily I mean, understand what's going on. Otherwise, you can stop the presenter also. You can ask him. He will explain you. No, that's not a problem. Okay, let me share my screen again. I will go through the last part of my topic, that is dictionary.
Sir,
Yes,
I'm
madam.
Rashmi here. Is there a schedule, sir? Because I have joined the WhatsApp group today only.
Yes, madam.
Has any schedule or any other material been shared so far?
I mean, material is not yet shared, madam. Material will be shared after the classes. Schedule is there, yeah. I mean, schedule you can, I mean, you can ask for schedule. Anyone can post you in the group.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Yeah, next part is dictionaries. So unlike tuples, list, and sets, they take only values, right? Some list of items, right? Here in dictionary, we'll take key value pairs. Okay, we have key value pairs, and dictionaries is also a collection which is ordered, changeable, and they does not allow duplicates. Okay, so why I put star on the ordered is, in previous versions like in Python 3.6, the dictionaries were unordered. Okay, but now in latest versions after 3.7, the dictionaries are ordered. Okay, now we deal with the ordered dictionary, how they look like, because since This is absolute, right? Unordered thing is absolute. So since this new version of Python allowing dictionaries to be ordered, so we'll look at the new versions only. And let us see how the syntax of the dictionaries looks like. So I will explain dictionaries better with simple example here. So for example, you went to some showroom and you are looking at different car models. Okay. So normally, say for example, I'm looking for a car model name Ford, right? So its brand is value. I want to store their details. Okay. So you can store the details in by creating a dictionary like this. So this is a dictionary. This dictionary, it's just like a variable name. So it's equal to. So it will be written in the curly braces, the values. So it consists of, I told you, it consists of key value pairs. So the left side is the key and the right side is the value. Okay, the left side is the key, the brand is the key, and the right side after colon, it is the value. Okay, similarly, you can store any number of items like this, any number of key value pairs. So this is model. Okay, model is some Mustang, and in which year the car is established, I mean, car is developed. Okay, you can use this. Okay. So you can use this dictionary. So this is simple creation of dictionary. This is the syntax to create a dictionary. So you can, it consists of key value pairs. So when you print this dictionary, so you'll, the printed item will be printed like this. So in a row format. So this is a key value, comma, followed by key value pairs, followed by comma, key value pair. Okay. And I told you the dictionaries are ordered. Okay. And they are changeable and they do not allow duplicate values. Okay. So dictionaries are presented in the key value pairs, and they can, how to refer the dictionary? You can refer the dictionary using the key name. For example, so I have created the same dictionary which I have explained you in the in this example. Same dictionary I am creating here. Okay. Now if I want to access what is the name of, what is the brand name? So if you want to access the, want to know what is brand name, you can directly type brand. I mean, you can access using the key value. This is key, right? So if I want to know what is the value, so just write brand here. I mean, the access using the key pairs, key value. Okay. When you give the key value here, you will getting the Ford, the brand name. Okay. So ordered or unordered, I told you they are ordered in 3.7 version. It is ordered, and they are changeable. Okay, so changeable meaning, and we can change, add, remove items from the dictionary. Okay, and dictionary duplicates are not allowed inside the dictionary. Okay, so we can see here what happens if I give a duplicate key value pair. Here I am creating a dictionary, same example. So this is a key value model Mustang. So this key, the key here is the duplicate, right? So first I have given here with the 1964. Later I have given here with 2020. In this case, what happens is this previous value will be overridden by this value. This previous value will be overridden by this value. So duplicate values are not allowed. So instead of 1964, it will print year values 2020. Okay. So if I don't put this year, so normally it is printing 1964, right? So when I keep a duplicate key value here, it will override that value. This 1964 will be overwritten and it will be printed. So it's not only like this, you can change any, if you give any duplicate value for other keys items also, it will be overwritten. Okay. To find the number of items present in the dictionary, you can use the keyword length here. Okay, similar to list other data types. Okay, so the list can take any data type. So I mean here this is a string, this is a Boolean type, this is integer type. So a dictionary can take list also as a data type. Okay. So I mean brand indicates the Ford, whether it is electric vehicle or not. No, it is not an electric vehicle. So year in which it is created 1964. What are different colors available? So red, white, blue colors available. So like this you can type. Okay. Yeah, how to access the dictionary items? You can access the dictionary items using the key values. You can also access the dictionary item using the values also. I will tell you that. So in this example, say this is, I have created a dictionary and I want to access the, what is the model? Okay. So I am accessing using the key value model here. Okay. So when you print that, I will get Mustang here. Okay. So there is a method called as get method. Okay. Using the get method also, you can access the key value. So to use the get method, you can call this get method here. Please mute yourself. I request the participants to mute yourself. Yeah. Next, yeah. So you can get keys using the keys function. So there is a function called as keys. No, if you want to know only the key values, okay, you can access using the keys function. When I say this dictionary dot keys, when you print this, so we will get the key values here. Brand, electric, year, colors. Okay, so brand, electric. So I'm accessing this dictionary, brand, electric, year, colors. Okay, so these key values will be accessed. Similarly, if you want to access items also, you can access items. Okay. Now, if you want to update the original dictionary, so you can update original dictionary. For example, I've created a dictionary car, which consists of these key value pairs. Okay. I'm saying that x is equal to car dot keys. Okay, that means what? I want to retrieve only the key values of this car. Okay. So now when I print this, I will get the key values, brand, model, year, right? Now what I'm doing, I'm updating the, I want to update the color of the car as, I want to add one more attribute, one more key value pair, that is color. Okay. So just you can access using the dictionary car. Okay. If you want to add color item, you can say color, this is a key. And what is the value? White. Okay. When I do this, this will be added to this dictionary. The dictionary will be updated. Okay. Next, there is as keys. There is a method called as values, which returns all the values in the dictionary. Okay. So when I say dictionary values dot values, it will give me all the values of the dictionary. Okay. So I mean, you can retrieve only keys. You can retrieve only values. And there is another method by which you can retrieve both the keys and items also. Okay. I will show you that. I mean, this is the same example. You can modify that thing. You can modify values also. I will go items. Yeah, get items. Yeah, here. So I'm skipping the similar things, so you can check it. I will share this notebook with you. Yeah. So yeah, when I say items, when I use this item keyword, it will give me both key value pairs. Okay, till now we will looking at only keys, only values, right? If you want to retrieve both key and value pairs, you can use this items method. Okay. Okay. So similarly, you can change. You can modify the dictionary. These are all the examples for modifying the dictionary. And here, this membership function, like if something is present in the dictionary or not, if you want to check, say brand key, the name with key brand is present in this dictionary. If it is, yeah, you can access use this function, this keyword in. So when you keep this in, so it will check whether this brand is present in this dictionary or not. If it is present, it is printed. Yes. Otherwise, this print statement will be skipped. Okay. So how to change the values in the dictionary? So yeah, you can change the values in the dictionary using the keys or values. You can change like this. So I want to update 1964 to 2018. So you directly access the year from this dictionary and just in place of you directly modify the value. Okay. So these are similar examples. You can modify the values using the update keyword also. So using update, you can modify year. You can modify model. You can modify any key of the dictionary. Okay. So these are similar things. I'm skipping this. Next, adding items to the dictionary. So this is also same thing. If you want to add new item to the dictionary, just like color, so you can add color using the dictionary keyword. This dictionary color red. You can add. Yeah. Now, how to remove the items? For removing the items, the pop method is there, just like other three built-in functions. So when you use pop modal, the modal item will be deleted. Only these two items will be present. These two key value pairs will be present when you print this. Okay. Yeah. So there is another method called as pop item. So this pop item, what it will do is it will delete the last inserted key value pair. So when I don't pass any parameters here, it will automatically delete the last inserted key value pair. Okay. So there is a delete keyword as we have seen same way. So you use delete keyword and you just pass the which key you want to delete. You can pass in the dictionary using the delete keyword. So that will be deleted. Similarly, if you want to delete complete dictionary, you just don't pass anything. Just give this dictionary. So the complete dictionary will be deleted. So after deleting, if you are trying to print, we know that you will get an error, right? So you can't print. Yeah, clear methods as usual, similar to the way. So clear method, you can clear the items present in the dictionary. When you print this dictionary, it won't give any error, but it simply returns the empty dictionary. So you can loop through the dictionary using for loop, as similar as you done in the list and tuples. You can loop through like this. I mean, you can loop through the only keys. You can loop through entire dictionary. You can loop through only keys. You can loop through only values, and you can loop through both key and value pairs. Okay. So when you are looping for key and value pairs, you have to use this function items, and you have to use two variables. Take two variables: x for keys, y for values. If you are only looping through the keys, you can take only one value. Okay. If you are looping only through the values, you have to use values function. If you are only looping through keys, you have to use keys function. Sorry. So you can copy a dictionary from one dictionary to another using copy function. So this is one dictionary. I have created another dictionary by name my dictionary. So I want to copy this dictionary into my dictionary using copy function. So when you copy this dictionary, so in the my dictionary, the total dictionary will be copied. When you print this, same thing will be printed. So another way to copy dictionary is use to dictionary function, dix function. And you have nested dictionaries also. I mean, you can write a dictionary inside a dictionary. For example, this my family is one dictionary, and this inside this my family, it ends here. It is opening here. It is ending here. Inside this, have three sub dictionaries. Sorry, have three sub dictionaries here like this. Okay. So when you print this, you can print all. And you can do like this also. Same way, you can first create three sub dictionaries, and later you create another dictionary. Inside this another dictionary, you can access all dictionaries using this key. Now this child one indicates what? This entire. This child two indicates this child two means this entire dictionary. I mean, this child one is key here. This value is the entire dictionary here. Child two is the key here, and the child two is the entire value. I mean, entire dictionary. Child 3 is the key and child 3 is the entire dictionary. Okay. So similarly, you have dictionary comprehensions also. Okay. Say for example, simple example I have given here. Say I have a dictionary with 4 items like this. A value is 1, B value is 2, C value is 3, D value is 4. Say I'm looking for the pair whose values is greater than 2. Okay. So since you have to write an expression, right? So key value for every key value in the key value pair in the dictionary, D dot items. Why I'm using items? I want to look over both value pairs. Okay, I'm using D dot items. So the value should be greater than 2. So this condition value should be greater than 2. When I do this, I will retrieve only the items which consist of greater than 2. Okay. So that's it about the dictionary. I mean, I will share this IPython notebook to you. You can, I mean, you can change the values. You can play with it. Okay. Okay. Now, if you have any questions, I will take it. Otherwise, I will stop the session here.
Same husband ತರ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ
Yeah, any questions you guys are having? You can't copy dictionary simply like dictionary 2 is equal to dictionary 1. You can't do that. In that case, what happens is dictionary 2 and dictionary 1 will be pointing to the same dictionary.
But sir, how to remember that lengthy syntax which you have written, say, in the dictionary?
Which syntax? I mean, creating dictionary?
No. The last one, like in that,
Comprehension?
you are searching and sorting or whatever. For that, you are writing some lengthy syntax like that comment. No, just if you
No
see
need.
that.
No need to remember anything, sir. It is very simple. See,
Okay.
why I'm see the syntax is this expression, this key. Why I'm taking two variables here, unlike in list and tuples, in list comprehensions, we take only single variable, right? Here I'm
Okay.
taking two variables. Why? Because I have key and values, right, in the dictionary.
So
So for
that
every
key,
key and
that
value,
K and V is represents what? Key values.
yeah, key values. I mean, you can take any name here. For easy purpose, I'm using K and V variables.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
take IJ like that also.
Okay. Got it. Yes. It's
Yeah. So for every key value pair in the key values in the dictionary items, why I am taking items functions because I want to loop through all the items. Items means key values. Okay. And I'm putting a condition on only values. The value should be greater than 2. I want to retrieve the key value pairs whose value is greater than 2. That means greater than 2 are only C and D are, right? Only two key value pairs are there whose value is greater than 2. So I'm retrieving that.
Okay.
I mean, this is easy. No need to remember anything. Just simple only.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question? Yes.
Sir, is the nested dictionaries similar to list comprehension, sir? Like, is it similar?
No, madam. Nested means we are creating a dictionary inside a dictionary. List comprehensions, you want to do, I mean, if you want to filter out, if you want to write something, you want to perform some task on the dictionary, you can go for list comprehension. Yeah, any other questions, madam? I mean, you can once recollect this Python things only. If you can check some other libraries also, you can check in the Google, you can read out for yourself some other different types of modules or things in the Python. So that will be the, I mean, it is good for you for the coming lectures. Yeah, we have a session of 1 hour session up to 1 o'clock we have.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sir, my question is that, sir, if you make a copy of dictionary 2, if you make a copy of that, so suppose if you modify one of the element in dictionary 1, so will it also modify the element in the dictionary 2 also, because they are both pointing to the same element?
Yes, I mean, if they are pointing to the same element, definitely that will be thing. Yeah, it will be modified when you print.
If we will modify one of the element of that.
Yes. Because it is referring to the same dictionary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Yeah, recursion concept is there in Python. Will we discuss, I mean, functions if you can look at that also. Recursion concept is there. Okay. Okay, we'll take a break for 5 or 10 minutes. Then another session by Dr. Chandramohan will be started from 12:10 to 1:10. Okay, so we'll take a break for 10 minutes. So on 12:10, by 12:10, your next session will be started. Okay.
So
thank you.
So is this session recording, like we will get the recordings?
Yes. Recordings will be shared.
Okay, so thank you.
Okay, thank you. You can take a break for 10 minutes. By 12:10, Dr. Chandramohan will start the next session.
Whether the session will be recorded session will be available through WhatsApp or by mail, by which media it will be available?
WhatsApp only, sir. WhatsApp only. The link will be shared. Recorded session link will be shared. You will share the passcode also. You can, you can look at the recordings.
Sir, do we get any assignments?
No assignments, sir. You can. We'll be giving you, some lectures only. You can, some real-time applications we'll be discussing. No assignments as such will be provided.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. We'll be 12:10. We'll start the next session.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Fine, fine. Can you give me host permissions?
Yeah, 1 second.
You make it a co-host.
Yeah, I'll make you the co-host. Okay, yeah. Okay, sir. Yeah, you can carry on with your section after the break. I have given a break for 5 or 10 minutes for them. You can start at 12:10. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah, fine, but I'm unable to share content. That option I'm not enabled. It is not enabled.
What option not enabled?
Share content option.
Okay, I'll make you the co-host, even though you can't able to share your screen.
Have you given a host permission to me?
Yes. I'll make you the co-host. Shall I make you presenter also? Okay.
Yeah, make. No. Now it is enabled. Sir. Now it is enabled.
Okay, fine. I've given you the presenter permissions also.
Please wait. I'll share my screen.
It is visible. Your screen is visible.
Wait, please hold a minute. Yeah. Is it fine now?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
What about my voice? Is my voice is clear?
Yes, your voice is clear. Yes.
Right, sir. Then
we'll provide the Google Colab file in the WhatsApp group to you. One is asking some questions. Some people might have missed how to, Google Colab, sir. You can just take 2 minutes and you explain them how to upload the file in Google Colab.
oh, which file means just a normal file.
IPython notebook, how to upload in the Google Colab. Some people might miss it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, sir. I think you can start the session, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, participants. Today I'm going to discuss functions for machine learning. What are the functions required for machine learning? So, if my voice is not clear, please tell me. I hope clear. So, before going to discuss the functions required for machine learning, first we will see. I hope some people are new for Python. I'll simply introduce how can we define user-defined functions. So first I'll simply introduce some user-defined functions. Then we will go for predefined. Okay, predefined functions which are useful in machine learning. So first, Python functions. So how can we define a function? See, just def. I hope some of the people required how can we upload a file in Google Colab. Just for that, what I'll do, just I'll close this. I'll start. How can we start Google Colab? Yeah, simply this is in Google. I'll do it Google Colab. I'll go for a Google Colab. So if you want new directly, just skip this one. Yeah, here we will go and we will create open new notebook. Welcome to Collaboratory. Welcome to Collaboratory. New notebook. Just click new notebook. Yeah, this is the way new notebook it will open. You can change the name of the file. You can change the name of the file and you start writing here. So this is one thing. So if you want new or if you want already existing Google Colab file, what we can do, just go to same Google Colab. In recent files, if you see here, recent files, we can use recent files. Yeah, I have Python, ML, IPMB. If you want, you can load from Google Drive or from GitHub. We can do it. or if you want explicitly, externally, you can upload a Python Google Colab directly file. So directly I'll go for recent. So in this, we'll go for Python functions. How can we define a function? What is the simple syntax? Def, definition. This is user defined function. Function name is my function. See here, we know already we use this for defining a function in any programming language. You go for any programming language, we use this function, and we use semicolon, colon here, colon. Then inside function, see here we are not using opening closing parenthesis or braces. Instead of that, what we can do, we follow indentation. How can we follow indentation? Just enter here, automatically it will go to some location. It will give some space from the beginning. It will give some space from the beginning. Automatically from this line onwards, if you write anything, that comes under this function. That comes under this function. Now this is simple function definition. In the function, I written printf hello from a function. Simple one printf statement I written. Now this is function definition. Now how can we call function? Within the same cell, if you want, you can write my function. How can we call a function? With that name. It is not taking any arguments. So simply with that function name, I can call that function. So when you call that function, when you run this cell, first it will go step by step and it will invoke this function. It will print, how it will print hello from a function. It will display like this. So this is the way we can define and we can invoke a function. User defined functions. Suppose simple, how can we print? Already I hope Sir discussed how can we print something in Python. Print hello, something we can display, print whatever the text written inside double quotes, it will directly display. Now go for function with some arguments. How can we define a function? Def, my function, some argument. So whatever the argument we can pass, it will store into this fname argument. So, and it will display that fname. So run this one. Here only I'm defining a function. I'm not invoking function. So nothing printed because I didn't invoke that function. Now from here I'm invoking this function. In Colab, from one cell to another cell we can invoke it. Not an issue. So from one cell to another cell we can. In this cell means this box. Okay. So from this cell, I can invoke to this cell. So here I'm invoking this function 2 times. My function with the Chandra, I'm passing as an argument, and my function Raja, I'm passing as an argument. So first we have to run this function definition cell. Then I'll go for another cell. Yeah, see this. So first I passed here. First name, I'm concatenating with Shekhar. So Chandra, Shekhar is printing. Next I'm passing Raja. So it is appended with Shekhar. So Raja Shekhar is printing. This is the way we can define and invoke a function with some argument. With 2 more arguments, like first name and last name I can pass. See, I'm invoking that my first name is Chandramohan and last name is Dasari. First name and last name. It is concatenating here and displaying here. Okay. Now I hope Sir discussed how can we read input from a user. Suppose A equal to input. Simply A. If you give any value, so suppose if you take 4, you enter it, it will display 4. So if you want to go another some string, enter it, it will take it as string. By default, Python reads any input, whatever the input user can give in the form of string only, So if you want to convert into other type, we have to do type conversion. So that I'm not going to discuss here. So these are a simple way how can we define a function. How can we define and invoke a function? Actually, this is important here. Here we required Python for machine learning. In Python for machine learning, how can we use functions, predefined functions for machine learning? That we are going to discuss. Please respond me if my voice is okay, not clear. If my voice is clear? Yes. Right. Thank you, sir. Right. Python for machine learning. This Python for machine learning will start with some predefined functions which are required in machine learning. So we'll start with it. First one is mean. Okay, first one is mean. So mean, is it required to find mean or average? To find the average, yes, we can write. Yeah, one ask. Please explain what is machine learning. Okay, yeah, I'll do that, sir. Please wait. I'll come to that. So machine learning means, see, sir, I'll explain one simple example, real example. As a kid, first year, you just take first year, 1 year baby, 1 year kid, if you take it, if you say something, he start speaking. Okay. Next 1.5 year, 2 years, he start speaking some words. Okay. Next third year and fourth year, if you go, he can listen continuously some words and he make sentences. He makes sentences from those words. Okay. Initially, he'll speak some wrong sentences. Later on, the person can start talking proper sentences. That is human. Biological, due to biological neural network in our brain, due to that it will happen. Come to machine learning, what we will do, whatever the input we will give to machine in the form of binary digits, right? Binary numbers. So machine needs to, we will train the machine. We will train the machine. Like if this is the input, you generate output like this. Like that, we can train the machine. Okay, train the machine. So that a machine can learn from the input. Machine can learn from the input. That we can say machine learning. Machine can learn from the input. We'll come to that, sir. In that, again, so many things are there. Supervised learning. We can give input and output. We will say if input is like that, output is like that, input is like that, we can train. Then after that, we will test. So we will teach to the machine. Same like a kid. Same like a kid. So that we can say machine learning. I'll come to that part, sir. In machine learning, what we will use? We use mathematical functions only to learn. To learn, we use mathematical functions. Mathematical function, how can we write? In the form of functions. In the form of functions. Any programming language you take it. We can write a function. With that function, it performs some operation. With that function, it performs operation. It will take input, it performs some operation, it will generate some output. After training machine, it will take some input, it will generate some output. How will generate? It performs a mathematical function. How can we perform mathematical function? Like this, we can perform mathematical function. What are the functions? Different functions we have. So we are going different functions here, one by one, right? So mean, already we know in maths, mean we know, mean or average we can call it as. In Python, already for mean, function is there. Already for mean, function is there. If you want, we can write function, not issue. Where it is? In Python, where it is? In Python, so many libraries are there. No need to remember each and everything. No need to remember. It is impossible almost for every to remember. We should know where this function is there. We can use it, that function. So such libraries are NumPy. one library, useful library for us is NumPy. So this NumPy library, we have these functions. We have these functions, main function. So just to import NumPy. How can we import it? Import NumPy. Now, see speed one. Yeah, just to take, I'll explain dataset. Here, one dataset is there. Some statements related to machine learning is making the computer learn from studying data and statistics. Machine learning is a step into the direction of artificial intelligence. Machine learning is a program that analyzes data and learns to predict the outcome. What I told. First, analyze, predict some outcome. Just to take this example, data set we can call it as. In this data set, what it contains? It contains some information related to cars. Some information related to cars. So this is car name, color of the car, age. Age means generally car age we will not say, but how many years? That years you can consider. Speed is the speed of the car. Now auto pass. Okay, auto pass. Yes or no? That we will see. So be it BMW, Volvo, color, all these are there. Here some speeds are there. Speeds are there. So I want to find average speed of all cars. Average speed of all cars. How can we do that? So see this. Import NumPy, speed 9986, all this kmph, kilometer per hour. Now x equal to NumPy dot mean, that speed. NumPy dot mean, that speed. So this, I think it's a list. And list we kept all the speeds. List contains duplicate values also. Now it is possible, but in set it is not possible. It's a list. So car speeds are sometimes the same. That's why we will store in the list. 86 here it is, 86 is. So here also 86. So we stored in list. So I save that list in speed. Now I'll take that speed. I try to find mean of that. Okay. So mean speed. It will print x means it will what we can say average speed of all cars, 89.76 something. Now the same thing we can do it manually. How can we do it manually? I define my user defined function like def average and sending here a list. I'm sending here a list as an argument. This is function definition. Initially, I'll take sum equal to 0, count equal to 0. How can we find average? We'll take sum of all those values and we'll divide with the number of elements in that. So count equal to 0. For E in L, I'll pass here one list. One element I'll pick. I'll add sum up, just sum those value to some variable equal to sum plus E, count equal to count plus 1. So total here we'll find sum, here we'll find number of elements present in that list. And finally I'll do average equal to sum by counter. Final will, okay, average. Here see speed, the same list I took and I invoked this function, predefined function, user-defined function, this user-defined function. So I invoked this user-defined function with the speed list. I passed list here. Now first to run this one and run this one. Same thing it is given. Instead of wasting time for writing these functions, we can use predefined functions. I hope you understood why we go for predefined functions. Now go for median. How can we use for loop into that? What if data set is quite big land? Means can we use for loop into that? Yes, here we used. See here we used for loop. This is for loop for E in list. Each element in list. One element I'll pick it. I'll sum up those values. I'll sum up those values. Now go median. What is the median? How can we find median? Median means if you arrange elements in if you arrange elements in increasing order or decreasing order, any sorting order, if you arrange it, if the list contains odd number of elements, the middle element will consider like median. Or if the list contains even number of elements, the middle two elements will pick it and will find average of those two middle elements. So instead of doing all sorting and everything, simply I'll use median function, number.median speed. So speed is equals to this list, numpy.median speed I'm taking. So just to do it, 87. So if you arrange these elements in increasing or decreasing order and find how many elements are there, if even elements are there, pick the middle two elements and make average of those two elements. If it contains odd number of elements, middle element you pick for median. So sometimes what we will do, instead of using numpy, I can make it as simple like import num as np. So I'm renaming this numpy as np. So here I use it instead of numpy np.median. np.median. You can do it. Same thing we'll get it. Then we'll get it. Now one more mode operation. These are very clear functions used in machine learning. That's why I discuss it first. So mode. What is mode? The mode we are calculating from SCIPY, Skype. From this we can do it. From this we can import it. Stats. In stats function it contains. In stats it contains. So what is mode? The mode is the most repeating element in the list. So more number of times we is repeating, that will consider as mode. So here stats.mode. Whatever stats we imported from stats.mode, we can in the speed list, which one is most repeating one? So 86 is repeating one. 86, 86, 86. So it will display 86. X equals stats.mode. I'm printing X. Directly it is not printing that number. What it is saying, which number is and how many times it is repeated. Count also is what is the mode value and what is the count of that mode value. See this. So mode result equal to array of 86 is the mode and count equal to array of 3. Count equal to array of 3. Now we will go for standard deviation. We'll go for standard deviation. How can we find standard deviation generally? Standard deviation we will perform under root of variance function. So here we are doing standard deviation. Standard deviation means from mean how much the data is spread, how much distance it is spread. Suppose mean is at some position. From that mean, how much left, right it is spread. That we can say standard deviation. Deviation, how much deviated. So see here, to find the standard deviation, meaning that most of the values are within the range. It means if it will give 0.9, we can say most of the values are at 0.9. From 0.9, it is spread somewhat. So just to see if you give any list, so those lists we will find standard deviation. Where the standard deviation form exists in number. So in 86 values I given numpy that standard deviation, speed and printing standard deviation. So the 0.9, what it is representing? 0.90, what it is representing? If you take mean of these values, whatever the mean we will get, from that mean, it is spread up to 0.9 positions, either left or right side. Oh, my voice is breaking. Just give me 1 second, sir. Give me 1 second.
Hello. I think some technical issue from the resource person end. Just call me. He will rejoin again in 2 minutes. Please be patient.
Sir, is my voice is clear now? Yes, thank you. Sorry for the disturbance, sir. Right, some disturbance happened. Right. So now, we can find standard deviation from NumPy. Okay. So NumPy dot standard deviation, we got 0.9. Next, we will go for, this is simple. This is simple average sum function. Variance is another number that indicates how speed out. See here, variance, how can we find? So one thing, with standard deviation, we can find variance by square it, we can do it. Another function there for variance, that is numpy dot var. Numpy dot var. With this way also we can find variance. Yeah. Then again, for same values, we can find a standard deviation, that is 37. Right. So what are the different functions we required? One is mean, mode, standard deviation, median, variance. 5 different functions we discussed. Next one is percentile. Okay. Percentile. What is the percentile? So percentile, just to take 75 percentile, just to try to run it, we'll see ages here given, different ages given here. Sir, if we have a table with numbers, how do we use the same without needing entering those values to compute mode? So if you have a table, we can pick particular column values, sir. We can pick particular column values. Suppose generally dataset we can store in CSV file. We can store in CSV file. We can pick values from particular column, and that we can store in a list, and we can apply operations on that. Now go to percentile. So ages 75 percentile means, suppose there are different ages like 5, 31, 43, 48. What is the meaning? 75 percentile age means, so out of those many ages, what is the 75 percentile age means? What is the 75th means? If you go for a given list, suppose you just consider all those ages as an 100. Now 75 means, what is the age? 75 percentile age means 43. Okay. Suppose if you go for 100, just give 100. 100 means 82. So 82 is the biggest value, that is 100 percentile. 75 means 43 is the 75 percentile age. So these are functions useful in different operations in machine learning. Now go for data distribution. Generally in real time, some data sets, the values it contains, in some data sets we required to extract data, random data we required. Suppose if you go for artificial neural network, maybe after tomorrow I'm going to explain that in artificial neural network, weights we can initialize randomly. How can we pick those random values, or how can we pick values from different distributions, normal distribution, uniform distribution? How can we get such a distribution data? By using Python, that we are going to discuss today. Data distribution, create an array containing 250 random values, those float values from 0 to 5. How can we pick such values? So here again I'm using NumPy library from NumPy. So x equal to NumPy from random. Okay, random one function is there from random numpy. In numpy, random function is there, numpy dot random dot uniform. Say uniform distribution. Uniform distribution means from mean, the data is distributed left side and the data is distributed right side. The data is distributed right side. So how can we pick how many values we are picking? So here I'm picking only 10 values within the range from 0 to 5. From 0 to 5. If you take 10 values, if you perform mean of those 10 values, okay, mean of those 10 values, from mean the data is distributed uniformly. The data is distributed uniformly in such manner that a random number will generate numbers. The random function will generate functions. Please try to understand in which range we took. From 0 to 5 range only we took values. 0 to 5 range only. If you take these 10 values, random 10 values, if you calculate average of those 10 values, from average, left side and right side, the distribution is equal. The distribution is equal. That we can say uniform distribution. I'll show curves. How uniform distribution look like. See this. First time it 2 generated, 3 point something, 3, so these numbers it generated. Next you run it. Now 1 something it generated. Now you go for another function. Here we are using random function. Suppose you go for 100 numbers. If you go for 100 numbers, how can we generate? Yeah, this is the way we can generate it within the range from 0 to 5. If you observe any value, that should be within the range 0 to 5 only. Suppose if you go for 10, now see values comes in the range 10. See here 8 are there, 6 are there. So this is the way we can generate data for some attributes. The predefined or existing, if existing data is not there, in such cases we require some random data, and that random data means random. If you go in different random numbers, it will generate, but we need to restrict it into some range. What is the range? 0 to 10 range only I restricted. How many numbers I'm generating? 100. Now those 0 to 10 only, which distribution I'm following? Uniform distribution I'm following. In this way we can generate data. Suppose in artificial neural network, if you want to assign weights for by using random number generator, we follow some technique, random uniform, okay, random normal. By using random uniform or random normal, we can extract values and we can assign to those weights. So this is the way we can generate it. Now if you generate data, okay, so here by using random uniform, if you generate data 250 values from 0 to 5, we can't understand those by looking those values. If you represent those values in pictorial form, we can understand it. How can we represent pictorial form? So that the best one is histogram. Histogram is, it's like a bar graphs. How can we draw histogram for the generated 250 values, randomly uniformed generated 250 values within the range from 0 to 5? So how can we draw that? So we required pyplot, matplotlib.pyplot. From this pyplot, this matplotlib.pyplot, I am giving short name PLT. PLT.hist. This is a predefined function. PLT.hist. It will display it. It will draw a histogram, and we can show that histogram diagram. See, yes. So it generated 250 values. This is the histogram. It means 0 to 1, how many values are there? 50 plus values are there. 1 to 2, how many values are there? So here we given x5, some range I specified. Okay. 5 range up to 5. I displayed up to 5 means 0 to 1, 1 to 2, like that. Up to 5 range in x-axis I displayed. So what this histogram represents, from 4 to 5, how many values it is generated. From 3 to 4, how many values it is generated. Just observe this graph. Next time when I run once again, observe this curve changed. This time 4 to 5, more values generated. 3 to 4, some values generated. So in this way, we can analyze data. Okay, if you are unable to analyze manually the data with the graphs, with the diagrams, we can analyze it. Now go for normal. Okay, just see this one, data distribution. In normal, by using normal, I generated values. This is 9 is my mean, 2 is standard deviation. How many values I'm generating? 1 lakh values I'm generating. 9 is my mean. This 2. For a normal, what we have to pass? To generate data in normal distribution, we need to pass 3 arguments. So we are passing these 3 arguments. These are 3 arguments will go to random normal function, which is defined in NumPy library. It will generate 1 lakh values. See, for those 1 lakh values, I'm generating histogram. So the histogram, if you observe, see this. So this is 9. If you observe this, mean is at 9. Then distribution is, standard deviation is 2. How many values? 1 lakh values it is generated. This is the way we can, 1 lakh values we can't analyze by looking the values. With the diagrams we can analyze it. Now go for another plot, important plot, which are useful to analyze the result in machine learning, that is scatter plot. How can we think about scatter plot? So scatter plot is a diagram where each value in the data set is represented by a dot. Each value means it is a 2-dimensional. So x corresponding y value is there. So how can we draw scatter plot for that? So x is these values 5, 7, 8, some values, and corresponding y values are this. How can we draw scatter plot? If it is 5, the corresponding y value is 99. This dot, if you observe, if it is a 5 x-axis, 99 is in y-axis. Now think about very small 2 for 2 value corresponding. This one is something like 111. Okay, this is the way we can draw scatter plot. Okay, this is the way we can. What is the function we use? PLT, plot dot scatter plot, x and y values we have to pass. X list and y list we have to pass, and this plot dot show function will display the graph. This is one type of graph only, dotted graph, right? So just see this. Now suppose this x values, y values, if you want to generate randomly, how can we generate and how can we draw scatter plot? For this, scatter plot with random numbers. So for x, I generated random normal values. This normal mean is 5 and standard deviation is 1 distribution. And how many values I generated? 100. For each corresponding x value, I'm generating y value by using random normal. So mean is 10 and standard deviation is 2 and 100 values. So in this way, we can generate a list of 100 values for x and a list of 100 values for y. And we can draw scatter plot x comma y. Then we can draw a plot and we can display the plot by using show function. So here I'm introducing different predefined functions which are useful in Python, which are useful in machine learning. So this, you run it. This is the scatter plot. 100 for 100 x values, 100 y values generated. We spotted here in this graph, in this scatter plot graph. Now we will go for slowly regression functions, like machine learning functions. What are the machine learning functions we use it? I hope first we will go for a simple machine learning technique, that is regression. We will discuss this regression today. What is regression? Suppose, I hope you maybe listen this regression previously. One x value is there and y value is there with me. I have x and corresponding y data, x data and y data. Just to take a very simple example, height of a person and the corresponding weight of a person. Height of a person I'll save in x, and weight of a person I'll save in y. What regression will do, I'll take x value and y value. By using x value and y value, I'll simply go for one. Just wait. Fine, whiteboard. It's little slow. Yeah. Just check. My x values are like this. X, this is my x, and this is my y. Okay. Y is like this. This x is height, like 6. Corresponding weight is 70 kgs. Height means 6 feet. Now 5 feet. Corresponding weight is like 50 or something, 55, and so on. Okay. Now my height is 4, weight is like 60. Some persons have height of 4 and weight may be 60. Like this, height and corresponding weights are there. From this, yeah, some questions. See, I'll explain this, sir. We'll go for question answering later. Now, from this, what I want to do, I want to train a model. Okay, this is my model. I want to train a model. Okay, machine learning model. In machine learning model means we will generate one equation, or we will generate a function. That's it. Machine learning model means it will not something else. It will simply a equation, mathematical equation. It will generate it. Suppose I'm giving this. It contains, per suppose, 1 to 500 samples. This 1 to 500 samples I have in my data set. What I'll do, 1 to 400 samples I'll take for training, or 1 to 400 samples I'll take for training. Okay, what I'm doing with 1 to 400 samples, I'm training my model. So this is supervised learning. This is supervised learning. Supervised learning means what I want to do, I want to predict y. Suppose one height is given, I want to predict corresponding weight. I want to predict corresponding weight. For that, first I have to train the model. I have to train the model. For suppose height is 6, I'll tell to my model height is 6, weight is 70. Height is 5, weight is 55. Okay, from these two variables, we can derive one function that is very well known function, that is y equal to mx plus c. Y equal to mx plus c. From the given 400 samples, what I'm going to predict is my x value I know, corresponding y value I know. This x equal to 6, corresponding y equal to 70. So x equal to 5, corresponding weight equal to 55. Like this, by using all these 400 samples, I try to predict my m value and my c value. M equal to slope and c equal to constant or intersect. If you draw any car, so by using this x and y, so the curve will come like this. the curve will come like this. In this curve, y-intercept we can take it as C, the slope we can take it as M. Slope we can take it as, just this slope I'll take it as M. Okay. So finally I'll generate this equation. After training, I'll get some value for M. That is, just imagine that value is 0.8. That value is 0.8. After my training, I got constant value is 5, just like this. Okay, C value is 5. Next time what I'll do, I'll use this equation, y equals to 0.8 x plus 5. This equation I'm using. In the training, someone asked, what is machine learning? The machine learning is, from the given data, we try to train the model. Training is nothing, simply generating some equation, generating some mathematical equation. Previously, I don't know M value and C value. By using these 400 samples, I find the M value is this and C value is this. Next time, I'll test my model whether it is giving proper result or not. How can I test? I'll pass X value. I can pass X value. I'll substitute this X value in this equation. I can predict Y value. Whatever the predicted value is there, the actual values are there. I'll compare the predicted value with actual value. Then I'll find accuracy. How much my model is giving accuracy. How much accuracy my model is giving. This is the story. Training means we generate some mathematical equation. In regression, we can generate this equation. Right, go for here. So this is what a scatter plot we draw. Now, see, pyplot, matplot, as PLT plot, I given a short name. Now, SkyPy import stats. I'm importing stats. In this stats, we have regression functions, regression related function. So this is my X values. This is my Y values, corresponding Y values. These are my X values, corresponding Y values. Okay. These considered something, some variable values and corresponding weights. Now go here, stats.linear regression, stats.linear regression, X and Y list. If you pass, what it will give, this linear regression function, what it will give slope value. Slope value means M. Slope means M. Intercept value, C value, RP, standard error, all these, how much error it's giving, everything it will give. I'll discuss those. First we will go. Now I'm defining a function, my function. I'll pass X variable here. I'll return corresponding Y variable. How I'll return corresponding Y variable? Y equal to slope, whatever the slope we predicted, M into X plus C. This is the function. Okay. So next, my model equal to list map my function. This is my function. I'm passing some X values. So first, with the given data, I can train the model. Next, I'll give some values in X. It will predict corresponding Y values. Now scatter X and Y. You take it. Whatever the X list is there and Y list is there. If you draw a scatter plot, now with this, you just go for model, my model. This, if you go for my model, how this curve will generate, you see. Initially, these X values and Y values are there, and model. My model will give this curve. By using this curve, we can predict M value and C value, and with the M value and C value, we generate this function. And next time onwards, if Y values are not there, my model will give y values based on x value. My model will give y value based on x value. So this is the way we can generate a line. Okay, this is the model line. Given x value, y value, this is the line. By using this line, we can find slope and intersect. After that slope and intersect, we can generate a equation y equal to mx plus c. From training, we will find m value. From training, we will find c value. Next time onwards, to test the model, we use that y equal to mx plus c equation. Y equal to mx plus c equation. This is the way we will work in linear regression. Now, I'll stop here. Next class, they are going to discuss machine learning functions in detail. But I'll introduce here some of the predefined functions which are useful for machine learning. Okay. Now we will go for questions. Some of the people asked questions here. Just we'll go one by one. What is the difference between standard deviation and variance? So standard deviation, yeah, function is there, na sir? Like standard deviation, this variance equal to, this is variance equal to, this is standard deviation whole square. Standard deviation equal to under root of variance. Under root of variance. This is the formula, sir. Basic mathematical formula. Now, variance is square root of standard deviation. I think this thing only, variance equal to standard deviation whole square. What is random? Random is so random is what we can say. It will generate. It is a library. Random library. Random dot range. It will generate whatever the given range. That random will generate random numbers. It's a random function only. Random function only. 10 values randomly from 0 to 5. It's not a keyword, sir. It's a function. Random dot uniform is a function. Random dot uniform. See, uniform. It's a function. So how can we invoke function? Generally, I showed you. We can invoke function with function name and corresponding with the corresponding arguments. So this is a function, not a keyword. Predefined function. And those numbers should be uniform distributed. Yeah, random uniform means uniformly distributed. Whatever the random numbers generated by random function, it follow uniform distribution. Follow uniform distribution. Uniform is not keyword. Yeah, someone give an answer. How come we call it uniform? How come we call it uniform? What's the question, sir? Questions asking only with one keyword, it's very difficult to understand. How to export this data, including graph? Sir, is my voice is clear, sir? Hello, please respond, sir. Anyone? Please respond. Is my voice is clear, sir? Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Yeah, sir, can regression model be extended to predict election result? So here, for regression model, we required two variables. One is X and corresponding Y. There is a X and Y should be what we can say dependent variable. Then only we can use a regression line. If X and Y are independent variables, we will not predict any result. Suppose height, weight, there is a correlation. Okay. Again, if you go in depth, this correlation concept will come. If variables are dependent, there is a correlation between those two variables. If in such case, yes, we can predict it. But in case of election result, what is X and what is Y? That question will come. What is X and what is Y? That question will come. So what is X here in the election result? If you give year and some party name, if you give it, if you take long, so there is no, I don't think so there is a correlation between those two variables. If you define any two variables, if there is a correlation between those two variables, yeah, we can predict one from other. Otherwise, it is not possible. So how value of M and constant store in Y equal to mx plus c, sir. That is not y equal to mx equal to c. Y equal to mx plus c. Linear regression shows error. Yes, any prediction models, any machine learning models, it will give some error, definitely. 100% accuracy will not get it. Some error is there, but we can keep some threshold. Suppose based on applications, some applications accuracy 90% is great accuracy. In some application, 99 accuracy is less accuracy. So based on your application, so definitely we will keep some threshold. If you say 0.1 error is acceptable for you, then our model will train. We will train the model up to that level. Yeah, that for this question, exactly for this question, I'll discuss day after tomorrow. I am going to discuss. In that you will clearly understand. In back propagation, you are going to understand clearly. Standard error is linear regression. No, some error, how much error that model will give, that error, it will come into standard error. So many other questions are there. Please unmute and ask me, sir, questions. So from regression, what we will do, we can predict, or we can, by training in linear regression, what we can do, we can find m value and c value. By using m value and c value, we can predict, or with that curve. So whatever the training set, from training set, we can draw a curve. From that curve, we can find the m value and c value. Later, we can predict y values based on the given x values. We can predict. It's a prediction. Yeah, some p values. Yeah, for each normal distribution, uniform distribution, some p values are there, sir. Predefined p values. If p is less than something, based on that we can decide. You just go through that once. In ANN, yeah, question is, in ANN contain all types of random Bayesian normal distribution. So based on in ANNs are artificial neural network in multi-layer perceptron, what we can do for weight initialization, we follow some we follow some techniques. We follow some standard techniques. In that standard techniques, we take some range of values, we calculate some range of values. Within that range, we apply random function, we can extract random values, we will initialize to weights, So these distributions, yeah, in different applications, Poisson or normal distributions, data is required. So we use these functions. So in ANN, especially if you go for multi-layer perceptron, for weights, we have different weight initialization techniques. By using those weight initialization techniques, we can define, we will find some range. Within that range, we can apply random function. We can take values from by using that random function within that range, and we can initialize the weights. Yeah, there it is useful. Does ANN contain all types of all? I can't say, but yeah, random we can use it. How can we fix a graph of stock movement? So this is a stocks prediction is very volatile, sir. Yeah, we can predict up to certain point, but say machine learning model never give perfect result for stocks. Okay, if that was there, yeah, everyone can invest in stocks. But machine always give, but in stocks, what is happening? Data coming, dynamic data coming. Machine learning, we can model machine learning model for static data. We will take data and we can predict some model. After that, if dynamic data is coming, we will not change the model. That's why we will go for deep learning. Okay, that's why we will go for deep learning. So this stocks data, the machine learning, we can say machine learning is giving up to certain point, but it's not giving exact prediction. If it predicts exactly why stock markets will go down and up, so we can predict it. So it is not 100% correct, but up to certain range, it will predict it. Can you show the IPython notebook for last part? Yes. What's the someone who asked this question? Rajam. So where, sir? Next question. Can you show IPython notebook? Can you show? Okay. Now only y is dependent, sir. Right from. Yeah, y is dependent variable. X on x. Y is dependent variable on x. X is independent. Can we do plot scatter? Yes, we can do that. On what basis we call it a uniform? Can we increase variables? Yes. Linear regression, multiple linear regression. For multiple variables, we can draw it. Not only y equal to mx plus c. Here y is dependent variable, x is independent variable. Y equal to, yeah, for multiple variables, we can do it. Not a problem. Multiple linear regression, we have concept. A precision recall is like, sir, precision we can calculate by using false positive rate and true positive rate, and recall also. So by using confusion matrix, these are measures, some like accuracy, precision, and recall also some measures. Which are the model will cover in training? I didn't understand this question, sir. Okay. Oh, you can't unmute yourself, sir. Two dependent time series with time lag predict in, yeah, multiple independent variables. One dependent variable we will do, sir. Maybe next class. There SAR is going to explain that multiple linear regression. Yeah, we can share IPython notebook, sir. I'll stop sharing. Yeah, I did. If you want, you can unmute and ask me some questions. Now you can unmute it. Yes, tell me, sir. Yeah, tell me, sir.
I am having basically two questions. First question is that if I am having only one time series, say for 10 days of data I am having, so using that particular time series, whether it will be possible to forecast for the next few days.
Yeah, we can do that, sir. But
Okay.
see,
Yeah.
we can do that. But see, training based on training data. If you have
Yeah.
a sufficient proper training data, we can predict it. We can predict it. Like 10 days means maybe with the 10 days,
Yeah.
maybe we will not predict proper one. Okay,
Okay.
before the 10 days, some
See,
values are there for.
yeah, sir, I'm talking about basically coastal engineering data, say for the case of tide data.
Okay.
Basically, our tidal cycle will be repeating, say, approximately after say 15 days or so, just for
Okay, then we can predict it, sir. We can predict it.
So, means this will be done through ANN or through some other basically model. This prediction
Sir,
will be done. Yeah.
Yeah, sir, for time series data nowadays,
Yeah.
if you have huge time series data,
Yeah.
nowadays we are using RNNs, sir. It will give best result, RNNs,
Okay.
recurrent neural network.
Okay.
This this linear regression.
Okay.
So linear regression, if your data
Mm-hmm.
properly fit in a linear curve, in a straight line,
Okay.
okay, always it is not possible. This is very fundamental model. This is very, if straight line can give.
Each pair of X and Y, there will be one M and one C. For how machine is channelizing that M and C for so many pairs.
Sir, I didn't get. Are you asking?
Each X and Y, there will be one M and one C, which will be unique for that particular pair. And when we are taking so many pairs, how we are getting a unique M and a unique C?
Oh, at the time of training, we will go for see with X and Y, we will not get M and C, sir. See, simple. Y equal to, if you substitute X and Y values, with one equation, we will not predict two variables, M value and C value.
Exactly.
Yes.
But there will be multiple M and C, no?
Yeah, multiple M and C. So what we will do, we will fit one curve, straight line, we will fit one straight line in such a way that it will give less error. So it will generate one straight line, sir. With the straight line, we will get one M and one intersect value.
Yeah, that means it will predict a straight line which gives minimum error and which fits almost all. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Sir, regarding that two time series data with having some time lag, if I am having, which model will be suitable to predict basically that kind of data set? Two time series of data I am having, they are independent. Sorry, they are basically dependent data on each other.
Okay.
And they are having some lag, say maybe say 20 minutes of lag they are having. So which model will be suitable to forecast?
Sir, from one time series data, are you predicting another time series data?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. In that case, if your data, I told you, sir, if your data with one straight line, if it is, we are able to fit with the linear curve, we can do. It is not possible with linear curve, non-linear case. So we will fit with non-linear curve.
Okay. These aspects will be covered in this course, in this series?
Yeah. We are going to discuss, sir. This is very, very basic, sir. This is very basic because we want to connect to people Python, machine learning. Then we are going for deep learning. Okay. There you will understand with real time examples. There you will understand.
Okay. And sir, this today's course regarding will be shared today itself in the evening, sir?
Yeah. By the end of today, they will share the recordings and PPTs also.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, please, I'll go for a few number of questions, and we will end up here because we have one more schedule.
So one more question, sir. Just wanted to understand from your side. So apart from regression, which are the models that we are covering in this training program for like clustering and this market basket? Which are the models that we are covering in this training program apart from regression?
Okay, in these sessions, in coming sessions, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think shared schedule, sir. I hope in your WhatsApp group they shared schedule. In that it is clearly given. Maybe next to tomorrow, multiple linear regression they are going to cover, and day after tomorrow it's my sessions. 3-hour session is there. In that I'm going to cover artificial neural network, multi-layer perceptron. In that I'm going to cover what are the problems in multi-layer perceptron, then why we are entering into convolution neural network, what are convolution neural network, where we use convolution neural network, how can we design convolution neural network. Then after we will go for recurrent neural network with real-time examples I'm going to discuss. So that third day, that is the schedule. Fourth day, recurrent neural network schedule is there, LSTMs are there. And the fifth day, some more advanced topics are there. Yeah, just go through the schedule, sir. Go through the schedule once.
Yes, gone through, but market basket analysis and the clustering is not there. I think we are not covering it, I think then.
Oh, clustering part, sir.
Clustering market basket analysis, which is very commonly using in this e-commerce segment or e-commerce industries.
Oh, you are related to that e-commerce, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because this is a very common analysis, which
actually, sir, this FDP main motto is giving advanced topics, sir. What I feel, this market basket analysis, clustering, like even machine learning, now mostly we are concentrating deep learning. So 2 days we spent, sir, they planned for Python machine learning. Next to 3 days they planned, I think so, for deep learning. Yeah, that's the plan, because it's only 15 hours course, na, sir, which are very important and which are very useful for most of the researchers population. Maybe we can cover, limited scope is there, sir.
Sir, which model is suitable for heart disease prediction best?
Yeah, heart disease prediction, generally that heart disease prediction is a very common problem nowadays. They're using like what we can say, support vector machines, random forest, yeah, anything. Okay, if you go for support vector machine also, it will give good result, and if you go for random forest also, it will give good result, not an issue. Machine learning models.
Sir, I'm working on skin cancer prediction. Which one would you suggest?
What, ma'am?
Skin cancer.
Skin cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much your data size, ma'am? What is the how many samples are there?
I have around 600 for benign and 600 for malignant.
Okay, 600 samples. 600 means obviously you have to go for machine learning model only, ma'am.
Okay.
So predictions, generally, most of the predictions we can do with SVMs and random forests, ma'am. We will do it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
If you have huge data, per suppose I can say 1 lakh samples are there, I'll suggest go for like deep learning. But these are only like predictions, so we can do it with machine learning, ma'am. Yeah,
okay.
Further we will discuss, ma'am. This is basic. Today is very basic models we discussed, basic functions we discussed. Yeah, further sessions we are going to discuss advanced topics. There we will discuss, mostly I'll discuss so many real-time applications in different research areas. I'm going to discuss like image processing, natural language processing, next bioinformatics, next medical image processing. So many applications we are going to discuss, sir.
Okay, thank
you.
So
Already it's 1:30, ma'am. I'm going to end the session. So thank you very much. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. No, it was very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
Okay. And one more, sir. One more, my suggestion. Just don't think so. Everyone can expect something, and you have to come to real time within 15 hours. How much we can cover? We can cover more than that. We can cover more than that. We can cover. But you also think that within 15 hours it is not possible to cover all topics. I hope you understand. Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
okay, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a nice day, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.